Oh my god, it started. Yay! Hello, welcome in. Happy Wednesday. Hope your day's going well and hope it gets better. Welcome in, your local weirdo. How are you doing today? Welcome in, Stream Elements. How are you doing today? Oh my god, I want to say almost done that. I mean, almost done setting up. Also, hi, Goblin. Happy Wednesday. Good God, I could not remember. Well, hello. Yay. How's y'all's day been going today? Good? That's good. That's good. I think today's been pretty calm. It felt like the day passed really fast, though. Good. That's good. That's good. Anything exciting happen? I don't think anything exciting happened for me, so pretty good on that. Let me see. Trying to pull this up. Let's see. We're gonna be drawing today. I have some stuff that I need to, well, not need to get done, but need to work on. And so I was like, well, I'm supposed to be doing that, so I should do that, you know? We can erase that. Then erase this one. And then that should be fine. I'll open up this. Copy the link. Just need to get this open on like another window that I can share that window. And it'll make the other part of this easier. There we go. Let's see. Welcome in, Benjamin. Happy Happy Wednesday. Hope your day's going well. Hope it gets better. Anything exciting happened today? From the sounds of it, it's been a pretty average, normal, and very boring Wednesday for all of us, which I think is good, considering usually the other option is just like life explodes, so I think it's a win. I think it's a win. Welcome in, Helldiver. Welcome in, Char the Corgi. How are you doing? Everybody's going well. It's better. Happy Wednesday. I read your entire name. I think I usually just stop at Char. That's new. But yippee! A Wednesday. Make sure to get work done if y'all have work to do. Because I always have work to do, so. Yeah, now's definitely a good time to get stuff done. Wednesday is the middle of the week, so it's the time where you're not gonna feel like, I'll just do it next week, but it's also, like, annoying enough to where it's like, I haven't gotten anything done this week. I should probably do something about that. Let me open it here. There we go. And then we'll also open up this one. You can close this one. And then right here. Let's see. I need to know so I can laugh at him. Did I beat Alex here? I think you did, because I haven't seen him yet, unless he got banned without my knowledge, and he's like trapped in the abyss. From what I know, you are here before him. Could be better, could be much worse. That is very true, very fair. You seem like the type of person who still struggles with reading The Very Hungry Caterpillar. No offense, though. Honestly, I probably would. Like, as much as I want to say, oh, that's so mean, how could you? It's like, no, I probably would fuck up a word. Let's see. Howdy, howdy. There it goes. There's Alex. So you did beat him here. Fake fan. Alex, you're late. You're late. You're late. You're late. Oh my god. Anyways, welcome in, everyone. Happy Wednesday. Hope your day's going well. If not, it gets better. A typical, normal, very... good god. Very average art stream. Where I may or may not make at least 5% of progress on any project that I work on. Tell Goblin I'm stealing her boyfriend to play Marvel Rivals. That's insane. Would Alex be late? What? Would Alex being late be latex? Technically, yes. Out of the house at the store right now. What store are you getting? What store are you at and what are you getting? Or don't tell me and keep it a mystery and I'll just like assume you're getting random groceries. Yeah, my boyfriend. I'm Duckies now. Want to know what Wednesday is in German? Sure. I don't think I've ever heard... I mean, I probably have, because there's, like, this one content creator that I watch. Does a lot of shorts on, like, Germany, where it's like, oh, shopping in Germany versus in America and stuff like that. So I probably have heard it, but I didn't know that I heard it if I did. Walmart weekly groceries, yeah. Ah, what's your weekly... Okay, feel free to just ignore me and, like, focus on what you're doing. Today is a work day, but, like... What's your normal grocery list? Cause like I have a fucking hard time going grocery shopping because as much as I do eat things regularly enough, it's like I don't know because sometimes I do eat things regularly for 2 months, and then on that 3rd month I buy the groceries for that, and I'm like, I don't want this. And then it sits there for like half a year until once again it comes back around and I'm like, oh yeah, I do want that. Oh my god, it's so good. And then I eat a lot of it, and it changes too often. And sometimes things are too much of a hassle to where even if I am craving it, I don't want to go through the hassle of making it. So I have trouble coming up with like a consistent grocery list. Because like one of the things that usually does end up on like the, oh yeah, I should probably get that, or like it wouldn't be bad to get that, is stuff to make sandwiches, you know, because sandwiches are like a good average kind of meal, you know, something small, something simple for whenever you're hungry, but you don't really want to like cook a lot, right? Every time I get sandwich bread, I can't finish it because I don't crave it anymore. But whenever I don't have it, I'm like, oh man, I wish I had this stuff to make a sandwich. And it's annoying. There's no solution for that as far as I know. So what's on y'all's? Mitwatch? Mitwatch? Or mitwalk? Milk, cheese, bread, pasta. If I think I'll need it, occasionally chips and popcorn. Okay, that's fair, that's fair. I figured it was like stuff to make meals, but yeah, I guess we do always have cheese. How many of y'all still buy the craft singles? Cause like, like, I know, you know, the big thing, like, oh, it's not real cheese, it's something, but it's like, it doesn't go bad that fast, and they're individually wrapped, so like, even if we open the pack, we don't have to worry about like, oh, now we gotta get another bag to put the cheese in, and I don't know, it's kind of like, it makes everything nicer, you know? What the heck is this? Magma. Okay. Let's see. I get the same shit every week. Some form of meat to pasta to cook. Some form of meat to cook. Pasta, deli meat, bread, cereal, some form of packaged snack to bring and eat work. Coke, drinks if I need. If I want to cook anything specific during the week, I go back and get stuff for that directly. Ah, so wait, so you're one of those where it's like, it's fine if I have to come back to the grocery store. Wait, okay. One of the big things that's important to that argument is, how far is your grocery store? Because, like, for me, I mean, mine is really close. I just don't like going out. But, like, the closest one that doesn't have that much variety is, like, under 10 minutes from my house. But the second closest one is, like, 13 to 15 minutes depending on traffic, which is still not that far, all things considered. But I hate going to the grocery store, and I hate driving myself, and I hate going alone, so like it makes it to where I will do everything in my power to not have to go to the grocery store. There was a time in my life where I had a pet rabbit, right? And I got her a lot of like fresh vegetables and stuff for her food. And I kind of hated it because I had to go to the grocery store like basically every other week if I didn't plan out exactly what I got perfectly. And then if they didn't have the stuff that I needed, I would have to go to the other grocery store, which is like, I think it's like 10 minutes away versus the regular 8, which again isn't that far, but it's annoying to get to. And so, yeah, I don't know. I don't like it. It's boring. I mean, I'm fine if I go, if I go with someone else, because it's like, oh, you know, then like they're there, so it's easier. But still, it's kind of annoying. I don't know. I don't like going out. Even today, I needed to go to check the mailbox. God damn. I could not get myself to actually want to step out of the house. Like, I got an Amazon delivery today. Opened the door, it was a big box. It was kind of like a hassle to get it inside. And then from there, I was like, oh, there's still something else. I should check the mailbox. And I looked, and like, from where the front door is, you can't see the mailbox. And I was like, I don't want to go out there. So I just went back inside and closed the door. I was like, I'll get it at some point. Oh my god. 2 minutes by car. Oh, okay, see, it's not that bad then. Let's see. Bye, Lennox. Miles away from me. But like, how many minutes? Because I don't know about y'all, but I have no comprehension of like what's a mile and stuff like that. So I just go based off of, oh, it's like 2 minutes. Oh, it's like 10 minutes, you know? Mitwash, I think is how you sound it out, but it's matosh. Or, no, it's more like, mitwo, what? I think is how you say it, mitwo. I don't know, you can Google it later if you want. Okay, but Pep, I live in a suburb in the middle of nowhere, at least a 15-minute drive. Yeah, see, that's the thing. It's different depending on anyone, because I know some people were like dead ass the grocery store from them, like not the small ones. Because that's the thing, I've been in the spot before where it's like, oh, I need to go to the grocery store, and the closest one is just like a neighborhood market, which is fine. But they don't have very specific items. Like, for example, there was I think it was for something on stream, I can't remember what it was. We made something, and I wanted to get Sonic and Shadow, like, birthday plates, right? Because I thought it would be, like, cute, you know? So I went to the store, because I went to go do errands that day, which might have just been, like, getting that stuff. And so I went to a nearby market to get that, and... they didn't have it. And then I went to a Target nearby. I think they had it at the Target. I had to like go an extra like 13 minutes to go and get it from Target or something like that. I don't know, but like it was annoying because I had to go to multiple grocery stores. And then on top of that, there's stuff like, I forget what it was before, but there was times that like I've gone to the store to get a very specific item and they just don't have it. And I'm like, huh? Why? Why though? Yeah, you sounded out correctly. No neighborhood market, no shops, nothing. Nothing? Okay, but do y'all have like the gas stations where they have groceries in them? Like not a lot, but they'll have like milk that you shouldn't trust, and water and like very, very small quantities of everyday items. Let's see. I live somewhere, the closest one was like 30 minutes for forever, so it's a habit to stalk personally. Yeah. Yay, can sound things out. Yay. How people like chocolate ice cream. Are you asking how, or are you asking like, are you saying an example like, oh yeah, you know how people like chocolate ice cream? I think it's a question, because it's delicious and it's yummy and I like chocolate ice cream. What do you mean by that? Not even a gas station. Holy shit. Okay, you're like dead ass in the middle of nowhere. That is question. I will never be able to figure out the answer. It tastes yummy. It's creamy. I don't know, man. Like it's a very specific taste that is delicious. It's delightful to the senses, you know? How could you not like it? I love chocolate ice cream. It's kind of the only ice cream that I get now that I think about it. Cause like, what I'll do is I'll go for usually anything that I'm trying that's new. Like, oh, you know, I'm at like a new bakery or something and I want to get something. That looks chocolatey, or it says like chocolate, blah, blah, blah. Okay, I'll try it. Because it's a flavor that you can't really get wrong. I mean, you can definitely make it too sweet, and there are times where it's like, oh yeah, triple chocolate chunk fudge, molten lava brownie and stuff like that, and like that's a little too much even for me. I need like a big cup of milk to go with that, you know? But for the most part, chocolate things tend to taste good, so it's just like a general safe flavor. It's like vanilla, and vanilla is usually my second option. It's like, okay, do they have chocolate? No, they don't. They don't have chocolate? Why do they not have chocolate? Okay, do they have vanilla? And then, well, actually it's chocolate, cookies and cream, and then vanilla. But it's like roughly the same thing. It's just vanilla with cookies. That being said, why need something from the store? I'm here so I can save y'all a trip. Oh my god. Y'all need anything from the store so Alex can pick it up? Oh man, technically random words in German are long for like no reason. The bagpipes in German, if I remember correctly, is the Duddlesack or something. The Duddlesack. Reasonable. Yeah. Oh man. You know, I will say one of the weird things about, I don't know, existing is that whenever you first start eating chocolates and stuff, you know, like I think when you're younger, or maybe the recipes changed. It could be the recipes changed, but milk chocolate used to taste so fucking good to me. Like, I loved milk chocolate. So Halloween was amazing because, like, everything had milk chocolate in it. Or, like, the majority of the candies had milk chocolate. And so it was always very yummy. But later on in life, it became too sweet. And I think they changed the recipe. Like, Crunch bars specifically used to taste good. Used to be tolerable. And now it tastes like ass. I want to love it because I love crispy rice with chocolate. But it tastes like shit. It's bad. I don't like it. Which makes me sad because I used to love it. And like Kit Kat too, past like the second or third little stick or whatever, I can't do it anymore. But dark chocolate is so yummy. But back then, it was like so sweet it was bitter, you know what I mean? So I don't know, that was like a weird change. And it probably is just the taste buds, because there are some things that I remember tasting when I was younger that I was like, I can't do it. I'm gonna peel off my skin. I can't. But nowadays it's like, oh, okay, this isn't so bad. I have a love-hate relationship with broccoli now, where it's like, on the one hand, I will crave broccoli sometimes. Like, I'll see it in like a dish and I'll be like, ooh, that like smells like it tastes good, and it sounds like it would taste good in that dish. But then actually eating it, like, it tastes fine, but it's definitely a taste where I'm like, that's broccoli, and if it's not like properly accompanied in the dish, it's bad. It's bad. And then if I eat too much broccoli, because like it gets kind of mushy if you cook it for too long, and so if I eat too big of a piece of broccoli, the texture of it makes me want to throw up. And like, y'all know that thing, or I don't know if y'all have that thing, but whenever I'm eating, and if there's like a food that when being chewed, and like, you know, it mixes with spit, it turns into like this really gritty texture and stuff that just, it just fills up your mouth. Like, it makes me gag. So there will be times, if I'm not careful and I don't take small enough bites, where I'm like eating and the food tastes fine or good, right? Or like, man, it's even sometimes where it's like it's the same flavor for too long, and it's good flavor, but then I get tired of it, and like, dead ass, I will start to like like, while I'm fucking eating, and it's annoying because it's like, I'm a grown ass adult, why can't I fucking eat this? But it's like, oh, it's grainy, or oh, the taste is no longer good. And my body's like, get it out. It's like, no, just, it's food, eat it, you were doing fine 2 seconds ago. God, Goblin gets it. Welcome in, Robin. Happy Wednesday. Every day's going well, never was better. Steamed broccoli is honestly the best, especially if you put a little salt and pepper on it. Yeah, see, like, I think broccoli should be a little crispy. Like, I like it a little crispy, a little crunchy. Kind of like celery, but I don't like celery. I've tried celery, not good. Don't like it. But broccoli tastes good when it's a little bit crispy. But also, it should be just a little bit warm. Like, it shouldn't be just straight from the fridge cold. And so it's like a very, very, very small sweet spot that I've only like seen successfully done once, and it was good. I ate it and I was like, oh my god, I don't hate broccoli, yay. And then past that, it was like, okay, I can now appreciate the taste of broccoli, but the texture usually isn't good, so I have to like carefully cut it into smaller pieces. That way I can eat it with the food and I can still get the taste without having to worry about that texture. I drove my mom crazy as a kid because I didn't like Snickers for that reason. Yeah, that's true. If you like eat, I think it's like half of a Snickers bar all at once, because like the fun size ones usually are pretty okay, although I do tend to eat those in 2 bites. But if you put too much of the Snickers in your mouth, because of the crunchy parts of the peanuts, they will never be as fine as like the like, what's it called, that kind of, wait, it's not wafer, but it's that, I think it's nougat, I don't know, it's some type of like crunchy part in the Snickers that's not the peanuts and not the caramel. It's that other thing that's in there. If you're not careful, all of that plus the chocolate mixes together to where the chocolate is really smooth, the little crunchy part that's not the peanuts and not the caramel is like grainy, and then the peanuts create bigger chunks, and that texture all together plus your spit, oh, it's the worst. It's the worst. It's happened to me one time, and ever since then I was like, I will not be greedy with Snickers ever again. Honestly, fucking hate broccoli. Honestly, that's so real. It's called drinking water. Fancy French word. Whoa, we don't speak French here. Honestly, I'm a big Crunch fan because I love the crunchies. They're yummy, and also Kit Kats. Delicious. Oh man, I miss that innocence. No. Oh my god. I used to love Crunch bars, but I don't know, they taste different now, and I don't like it. Finally, someone I can relate to. Yeah, so you get it. Oh man. Cause yeah, it can be bad. It can be not enjoyable, and it's just an experience you have to deal with, I guess. Okay, but anyways, I think, yeah, okay, we are due to start, so let me go over to the art room. Yay! Okay, everything is set up. You're not gonna see the arm moving a lot because technically I'm not even drawing on the computer, I'm drawing on my tablet, so heh. How do I connect this? Can I do this? It's not worth it to do this one. I should do this one. And then I will do this one. And please, oh please be the right one. Yay, it's the right one. Okay. I'm drawing on Magma because then I can access it from my tablet, like basically anywhere with an internet connection. And so I enjoy it a lot. So it's gonna be me drawing, but just so that I don't have to hook up much else. Yeah, I can see it right here. I'm drawing Dark Magician Girl, but I may end up switching because the cool thing about this is I can just like open another canvas as needed. But yeah, very chill day today. I am gonna turn on music. And oh, they have a dentist. Here, let me connect the audio for y'all. Oh, it is connected. Nice. Y'all hear the dentist? I don't know if I can tell it's really a dentist or not. Let's see. Okay, I think with that being said, I'll draw quietly and we can both sit quietly. What if they turn on like the drill or something? Oh my god, that suction tool that they use. I love that one. I don't know why. They put it in your mouth and then like close on it and you close on it, it's like it's so fun. I don't know why. I love Pep's drawing. They're adorable. Yippee! Thank you. The unspeakable, like, how to say it? I have crash outs when I draw, especially recently. I've been wildly swinging between I can draw, like maybe I'm not Pablo Picasso, you know, I'm not the best, but I can kind of draw, and then other times where I'm like, I should, oh my god, I should give up. It's that meme where it's like, saw someone younger and more talented than me, day ruined. I forget dentists exist, not gonna lie. Real, every artist struggles. Yeah. You're not a real artist till you've had the thought like, man, do I even count? Should I just think of something else to do with my life? Oh man. Especially recently, I've been thinking of like doing some cool stuff, which I'm very excited about, and it's something that I've always wanted to do, but also it's like, but what if it's not? Like, what if I just make a fool of myself? But I've come to the decision that I'd rather make a fool of myself trying than to, you know, never have found out what it would be like. But it's very hard to stick to that. You know, I say that, and I do fully mean it, and I'm committed to that, you know, like, resolution. But then also, I'm like, but I'll have to deal with, you know, a lot of rejection at some point. But hey, that's okay, because if not, I'm still gonna deal with rejection just in other things, and I'd rather do it for something that I'm really passionate about. I'm gonna be drawing in the background, filling in a meme I drew because it's funny and I really like it. So if I'm quiet, I either left or I'm just listening to the background noise. No worries, no worries. Yeah, no, these are definitely the streams where it's like, listen, while I do like chatting, it is, okay, I'm gonna say this, but know that I mean that I still enjoy chatting. But it does get easier for me to do stuff whenever, like, no one's here. So that's where I'm like, these streams, Wednesday streams where I'm like co-working or doing art, I'm always fully prepared mentally for no one to show up and for me to just be drawing quietly. Like, these are the one streams where I'm like, it's okay to be quiet. And it's not good for streaming necessarily, but, you know, it's better than nothing else. Or it's better than... Hold on, I, like, forgot what I was doing because I was trying to do this. I don't know, because one of y'all said that, like, oh, I liked using it to, like, work too, and so I was like, oh, somebody... It did matter to somebody! And so, that's why I brought it back. Combine this one with this one. Yeah, because otherwise I was like, I mean, there's no point in bringing the stuff that I need to get done offline onto here. That's, like, boring to watch. So it's fine. But it is what it is. I always worry about drawing things that I kind of like because I'm scared that somebody who likes it a lot more than me will come up to me and be like, oh my god, I love this thing! And then, like, hyper-specific information about it, and I'm just like, I only like the thing. I don't love it. And while I respect loving it, it's still one of those, like, I mean, you know, I don't care about it as much as you. Oh, my iPad disconnected from the internet. What the hell? No, it says it's connected. That was weird. It was like, you're disconnected from the internet. I am disconnected from the internet. Hold on, I gotta reload to actually connect. That's the one bad thing about this, but honestly, it's not too big of an issue. There it is. I enjoy Art Wednesday. I'm glad, I'm glad. Cause I worry, you know, I wanna be funny. Whoa! Whoa! Welcome in, eggs. Happy Wednesday. Hope your day's going well, and hope it gets better. I think it was this one. Blessed. Blessed. There was I think it was an Instagram reel that I saw today. And it was this chick, and she was like, I had food poisoning at the Barnes and Nobles. And so I was in there doing the business. And then this lady comes in, and she like says out loud, who's in here? I know you're in here. And so the girl doesn't say anything. And the lady's like, I'm here to tell you that Jesus Christ loves you. And that unless you accept him as our Lord, like that's the only way to get into heaven or something like that, and the end times are near and blah blah blah. Like, it was while the girl was, you know, doing what you do in the bathroom. And so it's just so wild. Oh man, I'm already liking what I see. Yay! It's Dark Magician Girl. The one character aside from like the little brown furball character that I have no idea what it's called. I know that they've said the name multiple times because I can remember like bits of them saying the name or like shouting out the name of the character, but I don't know the name. But it's that little brown furball character that I think was commonly paired with Dark Magician Girl for some reason. I think it's because they were both cute, and so it was like, oh yeah, you know, the cute girl and then the cute anime fluff ball thing. It's just like, yep, those two are gonna appear on the screen together. And so it's only one of them that I got the name of. The other one, I have no fucking idea. I keep looking up because I'm trying to look for the reference, but I'm drawing down here. That's the arm one, that's the arm one, that's the... Okay, that's the leg one, that's the leg one. The other day I was at a convention and I saw someone who drew Art of Dragon Tales, which was something that I was like, holy fuck, I forgot that existed. Reminds me of a Smash or Death stream and the offers I made that I never completed. Now would be a good time to have impeccable memory. What were the offers? Because I cannot remember. I do remember us doing it. I do remember us completing that stream. I just don't remember what. Also, what's up with the dentist office ASMR? So you can tell it's a dentist! I don't know, it was either that or like, there's office, we could do office. Here, let me turn on office. Ooh, wait, there's casino, there's casino. There, how's that? Hello, Peppa. Hello, Soul. How are you doing? Everybody's going well. Not just better. Happy Wednesday. Oh my god. Gambling ASMR, my beloved. Let's go gambling. Oh man. I did do these outside lines of the hat right here really, really cleanly. And then I kept it on a separate layer because I was like, oh, well that way I don't have to do the same work twice. But I think I'm gonna combine it anyways because I have to move the hat. Never try and make work simpler in art. It'll always fail. About like right here. There's also playground, but I don't really want playground. I don't want to hear a bunch of kids. Kids give me anxiety. Cause it's like, once you get older, if someone like, if a kid does something dumb while you're there, they're like, why didn't you stop them? And it's like, why is that my responsibility? I'm just here existing. And they're like, well, yeah, because you saw it. And it's like, I wasn't fucking paying attention. I was thinking about Shadow the Hedgehog. Dog, am I not allowed to just disassociate anymore? But yeah, they give me too much anxiety because so much expectations just because you exist and you've existed for a while. Like, nah, I can't. Too much to worry about. Good to be here. Yippee! I won't remind you, so I won't have to keep my part of the deal up. Wait, but like then I could also go and just watch the stream back. So it's either you tell me or I go watch. Not my lawsuit. Yeah, exactly. Also, it's storming here right now. There's a chance I can lose power. Damn. Imagine. Me, personally, I would never let that happen. I would just stop the storm. Oh my god. Oh, they sent it again. That's probably their... Oh, dude. While I was booting up the computer, it gave me, like... So it was a black screen, right? And it was like... Windows 11 did not properly start. And then I couldn't read the rest because I was, like, in the middle of changing. And then I looked up and I see that just like a black screen with white text looking kind of like the bio screen. And it was like, yeah, Windows didn't boot properly. Like, I don't know, try it again or something like that. And I was like, what the fuck? What do you mean it didn't boot properly? Like, it's fucking Windows. It's just supposed to work. Albeit, you know, I know Windows 11, it's kind of doing the opposite. But like, still, you know? And so I got annoyed, and I was like, please don't tell me my computer's about to fucking explode before I do stream, because it was like maybe 10 minutes before stream. But then I booted it again, and it worked, so I don't know. Hope I never have to deal with that again. My favorite thing about working with tech is that when things go wrong, and you just try it again and it works, you're like, man, I hope that never comes up again, because I have no idea what that means. There was a post that I saw today, and it was like this meme that me and my friend like, but I couldn't send it to them because while we are friends and we do joke about like yaoi and stuff, I'm like, I don't know if like we're close enough friends to where I can just send them this like very, very heavy-handed meme, because like it might be a little weird. And I don't want to come off as too weird, you know? I don't want to scare them away. And so I didn't send it. And on the one hand, like, the little voice in my head is like, coward. But on the other hand, it's also like, man, I have no idea what would have happened if I'd sent that. And it's just, I don't know, like, it would probably be fine. I'm probably overthinking it. But still, it's like, I don't know, even I would feel embarrassed sending that. And I think because of that, that's why I'm like, that's probably why I shouldn't send it. There's a lot of problems with Windows 11 right now, and it's so bad and widespread. There's a whole chunk of people flooding back to unsupported Windows 10. Well, I mean, yeah. It's like the easier one to work with. It was good. It was peak. Why did they fucking stop upgrading shit that doesn't need to be upgraded? It's horrible. Especially when, like, I mean, I know why they do it, right? They want to make money and shit, but stop. Stop. Don't do it. You're done. You finished. Please. Oh, man. Let me fix this for y'all. Where is this? Yeah, this one. Turn it off real quick. File. Is it? No, it's view. It's not view. Edit. Maybe it's this one? Yeah, here it is. Just cursors. There we go. Okay, now whenever I draw, you'll only be able to see the circle. The was like something that I heard that I can't tell if it's like actually someone or if it's the audio in the background. I miss Chuck E. Cheese tokens. I don't know why. They were kind of annoying to carry around, and they would always... I mean, I went there maybe 3 times in my life, but of the 3 times, every time I left, my hand smelled like quarters. And it was kind of, like, annoying. But I guess it's just one of those things where it's like, it's bad, but you miss it now that you're older. It's like, oh, man. Went to Dave & Buster's not too long ago for my siblings' birthdays. I surprised them with like unlimited play cards, and so they were playing and stuff, and like it was fine, but it was I miss it, you know. I miss the tokens where it's just like, oh, you have this like big old, not big, but you know, like a little pot of gold or something that you're running around the arcade with, and now it's just like a card that if you forget it somewhere, you're kind of fucked, man, because they all look the same. So it's not like, oh yeah, no, this is my cup, or this is where I keep the thing. It's like, no, it's just a card. Oh my god. Oh, hi. Welcome in, Goomy. Happy Wednesday. Hope your day's going well. If not, hope it gets better. What are you up to today? I said, to the child thing, but thinking about it makes me wonder, maybe it's the fact y'all are girls. Because if anything, I would, and any other guy would get in trouble for staring and watching. Yeah, so like, because, like, we get in trouble for just, like, well, I don't know, we get in trouble for just, like, people, I think, just in general. You get in trouble if, like, a kid does something dumb while they're there. Like, okay, usually this happens with, like, I go over to a family member's house, right? Like, an aunt or an uncle, and it's just for, like, a simple exchange. Like, oh, hey, you asked for this thing, or, oh, hey, you wanted me to take this here, you know, like, just a really quick exchange. And so I'm there, and they have kids, right? And so they'll go and be, like, doing a thing like, oh, let me go get that thing for you, or, oh, let me go, like, put this up, and then I'll get you a plate of food. We made food yesterday, right? And I'm like, okay, you know, and I'm just standing, or, like, sitting in the living room, and then, like, I don't get in trouble too bad, but it'll be, like, a kid does something, and then, like, oh, they run, and then they, like, drop something or something like that, and they'll kind of be like, oh, why didn't you tell him anything? It's like, I didn't know that was my responsibility. It's my birthday, and I'm stuck in traffic. Oh god, not the traffic on your birthday, but happy birthday! Oh my god! What is it? The 19th, 11/19. That's November 19th. Wow. I shouldn't calculate that. I was gonna be like, when were your parents? And it's like, nope, can't, shouldn't do that. Oh my god. Because I forget which month it is that are like New Year's babies. It's like, oh, I wonder. I don't know, that's the first place my brain goes. It's like, oh, yay, thanks, happy birthday, Goo. Why do you even put that on their head? Put what on whose head? Let's see. So practically, we're not allowed to supervise unless strictly told to. Ah, damn. Valentine's Day didn't exist in China. Ah, so it was in February. Got it. So they were feeling romantical on February. Unrelated to the whole Valentine's thing. They said no to corporate greed. They didn't need it. They were better than that. They could... Okay, I need to stop. I need to stop. But yeah, happy birthday. Got any special plans? I'm assuming since you're stuck... Are you driving? My first thought is always, oh, no one would text and drive because everyone knows better. And then there's Gumi and Year and a couple more people who I've met throughout the years online where it's like, oh yeah, you know, I'm driving, and I'm like, oh, well, you know, someone else driving them, and they're like in the passenger seat or something. And then they'll be like, oh, sorry, no, the light turned green, or like I just got on the highway or something like that. And I'm like, you're driving? Yeah, I did say I'm stuck in traffic. Well, yeah, but like still, be careful. You can still get hit in traffic. Oh my god, well, of course you gotta be on the road right now, and Goo has a history of it. I know, it's just, you know, that initial thinking of like, oh, well, you know, people are safe. People know how to be safe. Surely they're not doing anything irresponsible right now. Oh my god. So any any plans? Oh my god. My birthday cover song is coming out soon. Yeah, I saw the trailer for it on YouTube Shorts. You sound amazing. Holy shit. Sound like legit classical singer. Oh my god. I heard it and I was like, oh my god, that's Gooey? Whoa. Asian lady texting and driving. It's Pep over. Oh man. Let's see. Are you streaming later today? I've not been on YouTube as much as I would like to be. I feel like I've been doing nothing, but also I've been doing everything. But it's just because the stuff I've been doing is so hyper specific to like certain areas of the internet that I have been online, but it's never in the spaces where it's like it ends up coming up more in conversation of like, oh, did you see that thing? It's like, no. But did you see the Shadow Timberlands? I'm baking a cake on stream later. Yo, nice! Oh my god, what flavor is it gonna be? I'm gonna guess marble or vanilla. Yo, the storm picked up heavily. I think I'm gonna go before I get forced out. See ya. Bye. Be safe, lazy eggs. Yeesh. Chocolate. Ooh, nice. Okay, it's a good flavor. Good. I mean, you know, not that there's bad flavors per se, but like the worst flavor I think is just vanilla, because yellow cake is good, but that's not vanilla. It's marketed as vanilla, but it's not vanilla. It's yellow cake. And then the best one is chocolate, and then second to that is pink. And it says strawberry, but we all know that's not strawberry cake. That's pink cake. And so those are, it's chocolate, and then pink cake, and then yellow cake, and then marble cake. And then vanilla, which is just like the worst one. God forbid you get buttercream on it. Whipped cream is where it's at. Ice cream cakes though. I don't think they're good for winter months, unlike, cause I'm a fan of eating ice cream during winter months, but ice cream cakes are like a whole different ball game. Although I do remember being young, and like my parents would get my siblings ice cream cake, and we would have ice cream cake for like, because they were always so big when you would get them, you know? And so we would have that for like the next month or so, and so not every day, but like 2 to 3 times a week I would serve myself like a little square of ice cream cake that I would like eat. It was just like a dessert for a while. I know it's like kind of annoying when you get older, because it's like, oh man, this takes up so much fridge space and it never finishes fast enough. But like, dessert for the entire month. But it's not something I do anymore. But man, was it fun in the moment. Ah, I have some exciting news. Ah, well. No, I think it's still exciting. I got embarrassed about it. I've told this story before, right? But years ago, my family used to have these very specific Christmas lights that had this little box to it that would play like chiptune or 8-bit Christmas carols, right? And it was colored lights on green wire that had the box that you would just push one button and it had a little speaker on it, and it would like make the lights flash or something, and it would play like little chiptune Christmas music, and I loved it. I loved waking up in the middle of the night and I would go to the Christmas tree and I would turn on the music and just listen to it. It was the most relaxing thing ever, especially since it was like shit late at night when everyone was asleep, and I would just disassociate in front of the tree. It was amazing. The lights disappeared. I don't know. I grew up and they disappeared, and I never found out where they went. I did ask, and my mom was like, oh, I don't know. We probably gave them away. Heartbroken. I was heartbroken. And literally recently, I was thinking about it, and I was like, yeah, you know, it's around that time of year. Christmas is coming up. I need to start purchasing gifts. And I was like, oh my god, the lights. And I'm like, you know, I was reminiscing, like, oh, I love those lights. They were so good. Man, and every year I would always think like, oh man, I can't wait till I'm an adult where I'm able to buy them myself, or when I'm like financially okay enough to be able to buy it myself. And, you know, I said that like I always do, and I was like, wait a minute. I think I could afford that this year. If I can just find it. And so I searched up like Christmas lights music or something like that. And the first ones that come up are kind of lame. They're regular Christmas lights, and they have like actual Christmas carols. But I did find it. It was like $25 on Amazon, and I bought it. And they should be coming in today. They should be coming in like literally any minute now. If not, they've already been delivered. But I'm so excited to have them this year. And, you know, technically I shouldn't have bought them. But it's just, it's been years that I've been thinking about it. I was like, I should just go ahead and buy it. Hell, with the way the economy is, I'll probably be like $50 next year. Let me just buy it now. And I did. And so I don't even know where I'm going to put them yet. I don't know if I'm going to use them on the tree this year, or if I'm just going to hang them up in my room. But I'm very, very happy to have them this year. Good job spending adult money, right? I feel like it was a good expense. I ate one of those Walmart rectangular ice cream cakes during finals week in college once. Was it for any occasion, or did you just like, you know what, finals week is here, ice cream cake time? Because honestly, I think it's valid either way. Oh my god. That's so real though. There's like one specific Christmas cake, I think it comes from Walmart, and it has like chocolate in it, but then it also has chocolate chips between the layer of ice cream and chocolate bread cake, which is so good. So good. No, I needed a study snack. That is so real. That is so real. I'm so glad that I, like, was lucky enough to never really have to study when I was in school. And the few times that I did, I have no idea how I did it. Just a lot of Quizlet. Before Quizlet was bad. I loved Quizlet. We would make Quizlets of everything, and then we would just constant repetition. Okay, what's this? I think it's this. And I flip it. Nope, I'm wrong. And then I would just keep going and study it and study it and study it until I remembered everything. And then that was it. That was how I studied. Just repetition. Just raw dogging the hell out of it. I don't know how effective that is for like actual learning, but it got me the grades that I needed, so I'm not complaining. Unrelated, but like a thing that disappoints me a lot is, you know, in cartoons when people have like that smoking pipe but it blows bubbles and they actually like float up and stuff and it looks like really nice. I'm so sad that that's not an actual thing, that like they don't actually float up, they just like fuzz at the end of the pipe, and they just like it just gets all soggy because they keep piling on top of each other and it just drips water or drips liquid. It's so upsetting. Because it sounds so fun, you know, you blow bubbles and little bubbles go floating away, and it's so cute. But no. And then even to dip it is kind of inconvenient, where you have to like, I don't even know, it's not as great as it should be. Hey Pep, I think I'm gonna go to bed now. Happy got those Christmas lights, spending adult money wisely on nostalgia. Good night, guys. Until next time. Good night, Char. Drink your milk, eat your vegetables, don't talk to strangers or express best judgment. Have a good night. Let's see. There. I'm just thinking about nostalgia now. It's like, oh, I remember doing this when I was a kid. I remember doing that. I remember going to CC's Pizza, and, you know, we would go for their buffet, and I would get this, like, weird pasta that they would have for their salads, but I would put on this, like, Alfredo sauce that they had for it. It was so yummy. I love that pasta so much. You can get it delivered, but it's not the same experience. Sneaks in, licks pepper. Hope you're not talking about me. Which pepper? One of y'all just got licked. Welcome in, Matt. Happy Wednesday. Hope it is going well. If not, hope it gets better. Welcome to just say average art stream. We just here in the perpetual abyss, relaxing while we have casino ASMR in the background. Everything is better with pepper tea. Real. You know, it's funny with streaming, you know, like the name Paprika or just Pep have really caught on, but a lot of closer friends who have met me by that same like username, Pepperoni. That's what they keep calling me, and it's really cute. But it's funny because it's autocorrect that makes them call me that. That it'll autocorrect from Paprika to Pepperoni, and then they'll be like, "Oh my god," haha, and then they'll continue using it, and I like it. I think it's neat. I deeply cherish nicknames and stuff, because I don't know, there's something about it that like it becomes a word that they use a lot more, or like a like name that they only use because you're there, you know? And it only sticks because of your reaction to it. Because if someone just like messes up your name, like your name is Francis and they like it connects to like Franks or something like that, and maybe that becomes your nickname. If you react to it, not necessarily correctly, but if you react to it to where it's like, don't call me that, I'm not the fucking sausage or something like that, and then it becomes a joke where it's like, what do you say, Franks, you know, they say it to fuck with you, and it insinuates that, you know, y'all have a close relation, and I think that's really sweet, you know, like that, or if you're like, hey, don't call me that, that's like a name that people used to tease me with, and it means like bad, you know, then okay, it won't stick, but it solely depends on the type of person you are and your history. And I don't know, I think that's neat. I like it a lot. I feel like it has more of an imprint. It's just like a way that, without meaning to do so, we leave a mark in the world, you know? Because, like, that is to exist. We just end up changing things around us without meaning to. It's just a consequence of it. But it isn't always bad. I think I'd nickname you Peppy, but secretly call you Honey Bun. Not the Honey Bun. I was gonna say, I think Little Debbie would copyright me, but no, Honey Bun is just like a type of product. It's not a brand, I think. I think Honey Bun would be more reserved towards rabbits, though, and I'm a maned wolf, so I don't think that would work as well. I wonder if there's any actual food associated with maned wolves. I don't think so. Yeah, because we're like omnivorous creatures, so it's not really a specific, like, oh, you know, rabbit, carrot, or anything with bun in it. Or like snail with, I don't know if it's as associated with escargot as I want it to be, or as I would assume it would be. Those dogs named Sweetie are the craziest. Really? I feel like dogs named... Dogs named Max or Luna are usually the ones that I don't trust. Where it's just like, oh man, like... Dogs tend to be a lot more hyper, and that's why I prefer cats. Because it's like, you know, I don't have to worry about a cat if they're like not trained well enough jumping on me. And like, sometimes I do get that energy and I'm like, but then I get tired very easily and I'm like, please leave me alone. And I can't just be like, fuck off, dog, you know? Like with a cat, if I just ignore it, at most it'll just like lay next to me and that's it. Or maybe it'll come across me, like, you know, like, lay on my lap or something. And then that's still fine, you know? It's not as annoying as a dog jumping on you and stuff. Or trying to roughhouse, try to play. It's like, I love dogs, don't get me wrong, but they get a little annoying. That's why I'm more of a cat person, personally. My friend has a dog named Bone Crusher, and it's Baby. Oh, yeah, all the cool named dogs usually are really chill. Boobs. Other friend has a dog named Honey, and it will eat your ankles till you're its size. That's crazy. Oh my god. I love dogs, but I hate it when people get like big dogs, and then they don't train it very well, and then they have it inside, and so whenever a guest comes over, if it's like the type to jump on people, and they're just like, oh, what is it? Bella, Bella, sit, sit, Bella, Bella, sit, Bella. And the dog does not fucking care and does not listen. And they keep saying it like if it's gonna do anything differently, like that. It's just a small pet peeve of mine, but it's annoying. And I never say anything because, you know, I'm polite. I was raised to be polite. But, like, man, does that kind of, like, aggravate me in a way? Because I'm like, if you know your pet's like this, don't have it out in company unless that company knows about, like, oh, you know, the dog doesn't really listen and they're prepared for that. Or if they love dogs, then it'll be like, oh, you know, like, give them a fair warning. Like, hey, my dog's a little, like, very, very social. So, like it jumps on you. Are you okay with that? And, you know, from there, like, then they know. But if they come in and then all of a sudden they're getting, like, jumped by a dog, it's like, it's a little annoying. It's a little annoying. Oh god, something fell in my eye. Ouch. But yeah. But I mean, it's fine. People do what they want with dogs. I just if someone says they have a dog, I tend to ask, like, oh, you know, what breed is it? How big is it? And like, oh, I think that's usually all I ask, and then I mentally prepare myself. If it's a small dog, usually it's fine, even if they're like a bit jumpy, because, you know, you can just kind of like get on a higher surface if you need to, you know. But if it's a big dog, I'm like, I'll say like, oh, did y'all train it? You know, because if they have it indoors, they'll be like, oh yeah, you know, she's trained. She knows. Oh, what tricks can she do? Oh, she can do this. She can do that. And then from there, like, oh, okay, it's a good dog that I don't have to be like, oh god. But if they have it outside, usually it's like, okay, I'm not going outside. Dogs get too excitable sometimes whenever they're outside a lot, because usually people don't pay them a lot of attention. There are good owners, but those are more rare than they should be, I think. If you have an outside dog, please remember to play with your dog. Dogs are very social creatures. Let's see. Aunt has a rescue dog. It's finally warming up to me. Sweetest thing. Oh, that's good. Christmas is coming up. That means usually shelters do that thing where they lower adoption fees and stuff. So if you're thinking about getting a pet and you've done proper research and you're prepared for the type of time that takes, consider adopting. She knows stay, mama, and kissy sound. Oh, that's cute. That's good. Yep. Animals are a lot, a lot of work. And they got their own issues too. Oh my god, the cat that we got, someone else gave to us. Because they had it, like, in offer, because it was being rehomed, and so we were like, yeah. And, like, man, does he have attachment issues. He's the sweetest thing. He's a little baby, but god damn it. I can't, like, go in the garage for longer than 10 minutes without him, like, meowing like crazy. And the good thing is, he likes going outside. So, like, I've trained him to use the harness and stuff, so, like, I can put him on a harness and a leash and take him outside with me. Now, you know, with that being said, cats, of course, are not trained the same way to be on leashes as dogs. So it's more so, like, they're on a leash and they know not to, like, pull away from it, and they know to walk around normally, and they know to stay close to you, and, like, whenever you don't let them go a certain way by, like, just keeping a, like, essentially not letting slack in the leash go whenever they get too far away from you, then they know to, like, come back and, you know, they'll just, like, go and sniff around the area that you're at. And so it's pretty chill. But, like, goddamn, that cat's so clingy. But he's so cute, though. It makes me feel loved, so it's like, oh, okay. I guess it's fine. Oh, man. Because as much as that little thing's a little shit, he'll come and lay down next to me, and he'll, like, lay down on my back while I'm laying on my stomach, and god, he's such a little cutie. I can't stay mad at him. Oh man, I was so happy. I did the tappy tap on the chair and she came over to me for pets. Aw, she's not leash trained, so it's a spin and bolt. Oh man. Yep. Yeah, it's very difficult, but very, very important. And I think worthwhile to train, like, dogs and cats. Mainly dogs, because I think they need it a lot more to be on leashes. Because dogs, they need that, like, exertion of energy. Cats, as long as you play with them inside, if you do have enough of that time with them, they still turn out fine. But dogs, like, they need to be socialized and stuff. It's just so much more difficult. I mean, it's not difficult per se, but it just takes a lot of consistency and persistence. Because, like, man, it's kind of like, oh, you gotta do this, and you gotta do that, and you gotta, like, train them to not be reactive, and you gotta train them to listen to your commands, and you gotta train them to know the commands, and just, oosh, that's a lot. But that's, you know, of course, I think worth it in the end, because at the end of the day, it benefits both you and the animal itself, so that way y'all can live in, like, better harmony, you know? So, leash plus stay command is a must. Real. Oh, man. I'd like to see, I know there's a way to, but I'd like to train my cat to be able to, like stay or to, like, return to me. Like a Pokeball, return! Oh my god. But yeah, I know there's a way to do it, I just haven't spent enough time learning how to do it, so. And plus, I don't really go out as often as I should with him, because I don't like going outside. Like, that cat is the sole reason why I go outside, other than, like, you know, oh, I have this project that I'm working on that I need this thing for, or that I need to go do this for. So that's why I'm going outside, just for this one side quest, you know. Other than that, most leisure activities I do indoors, because, I don't know, it's just so much of a hassle to go outside. And I get a little bit of anxiety every time. I'm like, oh man, what if I do this wrong, or what if people laugh at me? So I just end up not going. Oh my god. I remember there was a few times whenever I had my rabbit where, like, after I would take them to the vet, I would need to, like, pass by the grocery store, because I would always try and get, like, things done in bunches. If I was going to an appointment for something and I need to go to the grocery store, I would try and do it, like, usually after said appointment or something. So there was a couple times that I had to take my rabbit into, like, grocery stores and stuff, and so I had, like, a little carrier for it that was like a backpack, and so I would just, you know, like, put it on, and then yeah. And so it was nice, but, like, man. Oh my god. Right there. Let's see. Pep, I have 2 yard cats. Neighbor's cats. They're so cool. Yeah, outside cats are cool, but, like, it can be bad. Both for the local bird population and also just, like, if they're not neutered and stuff. Cats get pregnant very fast, and so they populate very, very rapidly, which, you know, is great, because then you don't gotta worry about, like, rats or anything, but then you have a lot of cats, and if they're not socialized, they turn into feral cats, which can get dangerous. And so, yeah, it's very important to neuter your cats. Oh my god, unless you have, like, an environment to where you're able to either, and again, it's not really recommended to take care of a lot of cats, especially since cats tend to have litters of babies at a time. That, or you have, like, good places to rehome the kittens. It's just, it's safer to just neuter them. Yep, because today's world is not really made for, I want to say wildlife, but it's not really wildlife, more so just animals to be roaming around the streets. Unless you live in, like, farming areas, in which case I assume it's a lot more common. Whenever I went to Japan in Nara Park, everyone was so used to seeing deer around. They were, like, crossing the roads and shit. There was so much stop traffic because the deers would just go and the deers would yell at the cars, and it's like, I understand that you don't know what a road is, but sir, that's a road. Oh my god. The blonde one is stock and hunt, but jump and lick. The black cat meows loudly and does a flirty roll. Aw, cute. Yeah, cats are the cutest. I wonder if you can understand any of the words being said in the background noise, because I think I've heard I can bet on it again or something like that, or bet on it again. And there is an old lady voice that cuts through every now and then. Well, that's like all I got. This is completely unrelated to anything we were talking about, but I just remembered I have Hershey's Kisses with almonds inside of them in the freezer, and I was thinking about it, and I was like, it's so cute how we pick up things from people around us, because this is the first time that I've bought like a pack specifically for putting them in the freezer. Like normally it's happened before where it's just like I happen to see them and I'm like, oh yeah, sure, I'll get it, but this time like I got it fully with the intent of I'm gonna put these in the freezer, because my grandpa used to do that. He used to always have Hershey's Kisses with almonds in the freezer, so anytime we would go to visit him, there was always some in there, and it was like one of my favorite things about going to visit my grandpa, that there would always be those in there. So it was like every time I was going, I was like, yeah, I'm gonna get to eat frozen Hershey's Kisses with almonds. And like if you've never tried Hershey's Kisses with almonds inside them after they've been in the freezer for like minimum 5 hours, you gotta try it. But it's so good. It's so good. I love Hershey's Kisses. Specifically very cold ones that have been in the freezer for an extended amount of time. Oh man. Although what I haven't had in a while is choco bananas. Where my grandpa used to live, there was this old lady that used to sell snacks, and she would sell choco bananas. That and bolis, which it's like Otter Pops, but since they would like hand make them over there, it was like a bag, like a thin bag of juice, but the juice would be frozen. And so you would like bite the edge of it, and then you would like bite the bag to get like little shards of ice of like the fruit juice, and you would eat that, and then like over time it would start melting, so you'd have like juice that you would like suckle from the tip of it, and then you would also like bite it a little bit to get like shredded ice, and it was so good. It was so good. That is becoming an adult. Having freezer candy is a sign of success. Yippee! Oh my god, I've never heard that before, but that's insane to say. Deer, turkey, and that skunk that ate ground wasp nest in my front yard. What? The skunk that ate ground wasp nest in your front yard is wild. I didn't even know skunks could eat wasps. I don't think I've ever seen a skunk in person, though. I'm thinking about it. Lucky enough to have never been too close to like the wooded area. I think the wildest creature I've seen is a possum. No, I've seen a deer before, but it's not like around the area that I live to where I saw it often enough. It was just at this one camp that I went to for school. It was like this weird... So, okay, it was a camp with ROTC, right? And it was for leadership or something, but the way they marketed it was like, you can't go there and not make a friend. Like, everyone always makes a friend. And I was very lonely at the time, so I was like, I do need friends. So then I signed up for it. And it was a very physically intensive camp to where, like, they would make us run a mile every day. And so I had to train for it, and then I did, and then I went, and it went fine. I did make a friend. No longer in contact with them just because I'm bad at keeping up with people. But yeah, we saw deer there. We were marching to a certain area, and then there was like a deer in the nearby woods, and oh my god, deer! That was the first time I saw deer outside of the zoo. Skunk smell, wasp nest dug up. Wouldn't swear that's what happened, but seems likely. Ah, well, I'd believe it. It does seem like something that would happen. Streaming outside, or is it just ASMR people talking in the background? It's just ASMR people talking in the background. Yeah, no, I don't think I'd ever stream outside. Not that confidently. It's like a whole different ballgame. Just like, oh, haha, me talking to chat while people in the background are just doing shit. The occasional weird look of like, who's she talking to? Oh man, even I've done that to people where it's like they'll be talking and I'll be like nearby them and I just kind of like, who are they talking to? But streaming in a cafe. I'm streaming in a casino. I'm inside a blackjack table. If you hear me and you're watching the stream, say hi to me. Just knock on the table. Oh man. But yeah, welcome in Firefly Take and happy Wednesday. Hope your day's going well. If nobody gets better. I probably could do that someday. It would be kind of funny. But also it would be kind of annoying because streaming outside from here is kind of annoying unless you have someone to run the stream, like this side of it, to fix anything in case it breaks. Because the last time we did a stream away from home, it was successful until it wasn't. And then my mic died and then it was just like, I think an hour of dead air. Oh my god. All on 7. Unrelated but new topic. I'm thinking now. I think a lot whenever I draw, and usually I can sit in silence. But when I stream, I'm like, oh, but I could tell this to people, and I could learn new things about them. But my dad, he's a really good negotiator, right? So like, whenever we go to markets and stuff, I like taking my dad because sometimes he can get like better prices than I can. Cause like, I don't know, I don't like inconveniencing the sellers, so I'm just like, okay, it's this price, I will pay this price, you know? But my dad grew up in a town where it was very, very common to barter and, you know, like, negotiate prices, you know? And so he'll do a lot of, like, this whole, like, oh, I really like this thing, how much is it? Oh, it's this price. I don't know. What's the lowest you'll go, or what's the lowest you'll take? It's because I really want this. If I get 2, what's the price? You know, if I want to get this and that, what's the price? And it's this whole thing, and usually they end up caving and he gets a better price, and I'm like, oh my god. And I don't know, I get too embarrassed doing that. I'm like, oh, what's your final price? And they're like, sorry, that's my final price. I'm like, okay, here you go. Like, I cave immediately. Oh man. But I've been trying to get a little bit kind of better at it. You know, of course, right time, right place. I'm not gonna go to Walmart and to like the fucking 16-year-old employee be like, hey, what's the final price on this avocado? But I do like, every now and then. Try and be like, what price can you give me if I get all of this stuff? And I usually try and make it to where like I'm buying quite a bit to where they do still benefit from the sale. But I don't know, I don't like doing it, and so that's kind of why I hate buying things secondhand sometimes. Because it's so... I mean, it is a bit fun to be able to have that kind of experience with people. And sometimes it's really nice, because that's how I've gotten some of the cool stuff that I've had before. Like, I got a Shadow the Hedgehog figurine that I've been hunting for like months. Because of that, you know, I was able to like barter my way to it. I had to trade an item like 2 or 3 different times. You know, hey, would you be willing to trade this for this? Okay, they said yes. Hey, would you be willing to trade this for this? Okay, they said yes. Hey, would you be willing to trade this for this? Okay, they said yes. Yippee! You know, I got the thing that I wanted. You know, it was a fun experience, and you know, I like to look back on it and be like, yay, I successfully bartered. But like, it's so much social anxiety, because if they say no, you start to be like, okay, no worries, and you walk away and you're like, I should jump. Like, it's so embarrassing. Lowballing for avocados, barter kings or something. Yeah, like the best out and about stream was a run to Wendy's for nuggets with traffic cussing action. Yeah, that was by shit. It's like at Evi or something like that. I don't know her name, but she has silver hair and blue eyes. I know who you're talking about. Oh my god. But yeah, I don't like bartering too much. And I think the issue is sometimes that like I will have questions about the item that they're selling. And so like while I do intend to buy it, like for example recently I messaged someone online on Facebook Marketplace, and I was like, hey, because they had a thermal printer that I was looking at getting for shipping labels. And I was like, the thing is, I've never had a thermal label before, or thermal printer label maker or whatever before. So I was kind of like, I could in theory just look it up, but I was like, oh, you know, let me figure out the model or something, because like I couldn't tell what model it was. So I was like, oh, how does it work? Is it like Bluetooth or wired? Okay, so first I see the listing, right? I message them, hi, is this still available? They're like, yes, it is. Immediately I reply, is it like Bluetooth or how does it work? And then they never responded, and it's been 3 days, and like, I get it. Well, okay, maybe something happened, maybe they already sold it, I don't know, you know, maybe they logged out and got locked out of their Facebook account, I don't know. But also, I can't help but think like, them being like, oh my god, you could just go and look up that information, why do you need to ask me? And they just don't respond because they think I'm not gonna buy. But it's like, I do want to buy, I just want to know how it works first, like, oh my god. So I don't know, I'm just like, it's so annoying because I don't want to ask questions anymore. And like, I get it, sometimes I'll make an offer and it's not a good offer, but it's because I want to bargain, you know? And so, like, for example, there was this this person, also on Facebook Marketplace. They were selling these grid cubes that I wanted to use for a display. And they were selling them for like 30 bucks, right? Which is the normal price that you can get them brand new. And they were nearby, so I was like, hey, would you take 20 and I'll be able to pick them up today? Which is not a bad price, considering how long it had been up there for. Well, first I you know, messaged them, hey, is this still available? They say yes. I don't see it till an hour later because the app doesn't notify me that like they responded, so I see it an hour late. And I'm like, oh, sorry, it didn't give me the notification. And then I make them an offer, you know, hey, would you take 20 and I'll be able to pick them up today? Nothing. I wait a full day. The next day I message them, I'm like, hey, is this still available? Nothing. And it's been like 2 days past this. It's been like a total of 3 to 4 days, I think. No response, and it's like, it's fine. I already bought a brand new set online because I was like, at this point all the other prices that I see are super far away and they're about the same price as getting the same amount brand fucking new, so I may as well just get them brand new. But like, it's so such a hassle to buy things online. I like getting things secondhand, you know? It adds to the experience. But man, is it so annoying sometimes. Oh my god. Hi, best friend. Hi, Antonio. Happy Wednesday. Let's see. You've got to have the confidence with lowering the price. Yeah, that's what my dad tells me. He's like, because he has so much confidence. He's like, come on, man. What's your final price? If I buy these two, like, come on, you're still gonna make money. Well, what's your final offer? And it's like, I don't know. Like, I get secondhand embarrassment watching him do it. Even though, like, I'm fully like, yeah, you know, it's a good skill to have, I get embarrassed. And so I cannot, like, watch him do that without squirming a little, because I'm like, God, just, just buy the thing at the price, or don't. Oh my god. Yeah, it makes me nervous. Like, I do understand, you know, sometimes, like, because it's happened to me before, where I do get better prices for stuff on accident. It'll be like, especially with artist alleys, it'll be like the final day, and I'm like, yeah, I think I have this much, like, oh, 2 shirts, $47, and, you know, I'm taking out the money, and I only have, like, 41, and, you know, I realize, I'm like, oh, I'm so sorry, I only have 41, and it's genuinely because I miscounted, you know, and they're like, no, it's fine, don't worry about it, and I'm like, oh my god, thank you so much, like, like, that's the only time that I get good prices, but it's not because I mean to. It's by accident. I'm like, oh my god. They're so nice. Yippee. Oh my god. But yeah, I don't know. It's kind of gives me so much anxiety doing business things. I think because I'm so used to, like, I don't want to fail this thing, so I'm not allowed to fail. But that is not the mentality you should have going into bartering. There's a lot of offers that, or like things that you're just gonna miss out on because they say no, and like you gotta respect that at the end of the day. And it's just like, but I really want the thing, and I think that's the thing that discourages me from bartering often, where it's like, I really want this. Like, I will not even consider buying it if I don't really, really want it. And so, because there's that risk of, like, they just won't sell it to me if they don't like the way I barter, it's like, I'll just buy it, man. Sorry, I'm not Google. You're good. I've been using the LED strip lights and found a whole set for $5 at a yard sale. See, yard sales are nice. Because in-person bargaining, I feel, is a lot easier than online bargaining. Because they could just, like, not read your message, you know? They won't not respond to you when you're right in front of them, but online they can just be like, blocked, reported, unsubscribed. Oh, man. Let's see. Ooh, okay. Hold on, this is important. Okay, yippee. Sorry, there's like a project that I'm working on the side that I needed and change some details, and so I gotta do this. I think it's this one. Yes. Give me 1 second while I make a payment. I have to be very careful whenever I'm signing into anything, especially when I'm typing, because I usually say what I'm typing at the same time, so it's very difficult for me not to be like, here's my credit card number and here's my so much shit that I'm like, let me just stay completely quiet. Oh man. I think the only thing that sucks about yard sales is that you don't really get variety. Like, you don't get options. It's either this thing or they don't have that thing again, because most people don't buy like multiples of one thing. But like, I don't know. I do like, though, getting craft supplies from yard sales, because usually they price it really well, and then also they like oh, not that one. No, that's... There we go. Okay. What was I saying? Usually because they use like a certain thing, they're able to like teach you a bit about it. So if you want to try new, like, oh, I want to try sculpting with air dry clay, right? And then you you go and buy some air dry clay from someone secondhand, you can be like, oh, you got any tips? And sometimes they don't, but sometimes they do, and they'll be like, yeah, you know, try this and blah blah blah. What are you making? Oh, that's interesting. I would recommend this and that and this and that, and like you can start this whole conversation, and if you're good enough at socializing, you can become friends with them, you know? Like it's so nice. Welcome back, Helldiver. Happy Wednesday. Pep speak typing her social security number, literally, man. Me looking for vintage computer stuff. That's $15. Yes, yeah, you can get really good like home game systems and stuff. If you do good like hunting, you know? That's crazy. Yay, my Christmas lights are here. Should I go get them and try them out? I don't know. No, I should stay focused. I should focus. There we go. Me looking for oh no, wait, I read that. PlayStation 4 with a Kool-Aid stain. Aw, man. Yeah, that's the thing too. So, well, sometimes you find good bargains for stuff. Sometimes you find that people do not take care of their systems. It's like, oh no! No! Oh man, but you know, that comes with the hunt. That comes with the hunt. I wonder if my aunt... So, growing up, my family had this N64 console, right? Our family had one, and then my aunt's family had one too. And the thing is, my aunt's family had a lot more children than our family did. So, like, at the time, we had, like, 3 siblings that were, you know, conscious enough to play the console. Meanwhile, they had probably 7 that were conscious enough to play the console. So what that meant is, while they had a lot of controllers, a lot of the controllers had the loosest joysticks ever. Like, you had to fucking really move the joystick in order to get it to move the way that you wanted. I wonder if those ended up in garage sales. And I wonder if someone found them and was like, yo, an N64 controller. And then they, like, just, like, you didn't even have to move it. You could just, like, tilt the controller and the joystick would flop to the side. I wonder if they saw that. And I wonder if they still took it. Because other than that, they were pretty good. All things considered. Because, like, man, some of my cousins, particularly one, bad anger issues. And he was not the best at video games. So he would, like, lose often, and when he would, like, slam the controller to the floor. And because of that, he only was allowed to use one specific controller, and that was the same controller that he would always slam to the ground. But it still worked. Like, it worked even after slamming it to the ground. So, like, I don't know. Maybe stuff was just made better back then, but yeah, no, that... Honestly, I played on that controller a couple times. It wasn't that bad. Like, you just had to really, really turn the joystick, and then you'd be fine. Oh my god. I learned to do everything. Oh, the line for games. Play by shake. Did the GoldenEye cartridge ever come out of the 64? I have no idea what the GoldenEye cartridge is. That's an easy fix. Just take it apart. We have them putting it back together seems kind of difficult. They just don't build them like they used to. Yeah, because now they build it with like, oh, we want you to upgrade. Like, we don't just want you to buy one thing and be happy with it forever. Are you crazy? No. Buy it again, please and thank you. Actually, not please. You should say please to me to be able to buy it again. Oh my god. But that's how it be. That's how it be. Let's see. Guess whose power was out? So it did go out. Welcome back. Or welcome back temporarily. I don't know. What if it goes out again? How bad is it then? My Atari 2600, the Miss Pac-Man. Oh my god. Really old. Never mind. Never mind. Eggs, welcome back into the light. Welcome back to the land of the living. Oh my god. It's happened like maybe 2 times. For a while, for the longest, I'd never seen the power go out here. Like where I live now. Where I used to live before I moved here, man, every time it would rain a little bit, it was like, oh man, the power's gonna go out. This shit sucks. Usually it would come back on quickly, but there were times where like it would rain a little bit harder than normal and the power would be out for like half a day. Which is fine, you know. I do know how to entertain myself when the power's out. Luckily, I'm not a tech addicted person. As much of a surprise that is to even me, it's like if the lights were to go out all of a sudden, I would just turn on my little Miku glow stick and then I would go like draw, or I have a lot of like crafting projects that I can do. I have like a cross stitch thing. I have the needle felt thing that I need to finish. I have puzzles. I have Lego sets. Like I have a lot to entertain myself now. So I have air dry clay. Like I got a lot of shit that I can do to keep myself entertained. So I'm pretty good on like if the lights go out, having stuff to do. And even then, I'd probably just end up like reading fanfics that I downloaded for plane rides that I never got to. So like I would be fine till my phone died, and then from there it's like, okay, I do have candles too, so I could just light those puppies and just sit by the fire. Let's see. Kept calling me old. The second the power came back, I noticed I couldn't hear any rain, and looking outside, it was over. Oh, damn. So it was like one of those quick rains. If the wind blows and the house cracks, the power goes out. Oof. Pep has a generator for her hot glue gun. No, I wish. I got Sonic 3 Air on my phone, so I'll live. That's so real. I used to have a tablet. I still have it, but man, this fucking tablet. It's a Samsung tablet. Samsung Galaxy Tablet A or Samsung Tablet A. I don't know. It was always labeled Samsung Tab A, right? That's always what the name was. I got it, and it was never like hooked up to any cellular network, so it ran on Wi-Fi only. And so I got a bunch of games that I could play offline, and that would be the tablet that I took with me for any like road trips, or anytime we were just going out and I didn't want to have to like rely on mobile data. I would use that tablet, right? I had fucking emulators on there. I could play N64 on there. I could play fucking Pokemon Stadium on there. Like, it was a good ass tablet. I took it to school and I would be playing Majora's Mask on there when I finished my schoolwork, you know? It was very entertaining. But, one day, like, I don't know, I did, it was after I upgraded to the iPad. But the iPad was used for drawing, and so I got a lot more into art. I did a lot of other projects. And then one day, I went to go look at my tablet again, and it was locked. And I was like, I don't think I remember the password. Tried a couple of passwords, tried a couple of variations. It ended up locking. And it does say, like, an option to, like, oh, did you forget your password? And so I tried it, and then it won't let me sign into my Google account either because it signed me out because of how long I hadn't used the tablet. So I can't access it by any means, and I had to talk to like a Samsung representative, and they were like, yeah, there's not really a way to get any of your saved files off of there. You would have to completely factory reset the tablet in order to use it again. And because like, I don't even remember, like I know there was things on there that I was like, I don't want to lose access to that. But like, there's no way to access it anymore. So I still have the tablet. I just haven't done anything with it because I'm like, oh, but I don't know, like maybe there's a way and I just don't know it yet. It's almost always like that here. When it rains, it storms and it's over in like 5 minutes, but not without taking the power for that time. That's crazy. Oh my god, that's so real though. It be like that sometimes. Shit just goes out his life, man. It'll come back soon, but like, how soon? Let's see. Pep, I just realized something very sad. I can't remember the last time me and my 3 siblings were all in the same house for a power outage. Ah, damn, that is kind of sad because, like, the last times that the power has gone out for an extended period of time, even, like, not within the past year, but, like, the last times that I remember that it has happened, I was with my siblings. And, like, look, I'm not saying it's necessarily the funnest when the power goes out, but there's something about it when the power is out and you're with your siblings, and especially when you're not adults, right? It is still kind of fun when you are adults, but it's funner when you're not adults and you don't have to like worry about, okay, where are we gonna get food? How are we gonna eat? What are we gonna do? Like, do we still gotta go to work, right? Whenever you don't have to worry about that, and it's just like y'all enjoying or trying to like enjoy yourselves as the power's out. The last time that the power went out, me and my siblings did a musical recreation of Epic the Musical with this little, like, dog toy. It was the funniest shit ever. Mind you, I think we fully ran through the entire set list, which is... Shit, I know it's over 2 hours. I think it's 3, if not longer, right? 3 hours, if not longer. And, like, there is just a joy that I don't think can be reached without a strenuous amount of effort because of how much you have to, like, kind of, like, oh, no tech or anything. Because, like, we couldn't use our phones because, oh, we don't know when the power's gonna be gone. You have to, like, save your battery, right? And oh, you can't like use the lights and you can't use any tech, there's no internet, so you're just like back like the old days, you know? And like, don't get me wrong, I'm not saying the old days are the greatest. They definitely had their moments. But like, I don't know, it's just, it's a certain type of fun that is nice to experience every now and then, you know? Let's see. I don't know what to play, and I was doing some thinking earlier, so I think I'm gonna go draw now before the fellas yank me. Fair, fair. Good luck. I have I have emergency Christmas lights for power outages. Nice. Pepper rubber chickening karaoke win. That would be really fun. Maybe I should do that. Oh my god. Now you got me thinking. I'm like, oh, that would be fun. What would be the set list? Also, considering that we have 100+ lakes, our power has to be built different. How differently is it? Because I know that, like, for areas that experience a lot more, like, winter or, like, colder temperatures, they're built to handle that, versus areas with, like, warmer temperatures are built to handle that. So, like, either or can't handle the other inversely. So like the cold place can't handle a heat wave, and the hot area can't handle a like flash freeze. But like, how differently is it when you're built by lakes? Is it built to be used to flooding or what? Haven't had a power outage since 2012. Jesus Christ. I haven't seen the Korean rubber chicken guy in forever. I don't even know who the Korean rubber chicken guy is. Oh my god, I think further elaboration is needed on that one. It does sound vaguely familiar though. I know there's like this one style of video where it's like one person is blindfolded and they have like a Nerf gun or something, or a water gun, and they're searching for the other people who have like a rubber chicken head in their mouth, and their goal is to not make noises while they're moving around trying not to get shot. There's that. Pep, I'm not an electrician. All I know is that power doesn't go out often. Oh, okay. Okay, well see, that's different from like, oh, it's built differently around lakes. It was like, oh, how? I think it was Big Marvel or something. I don't know. It doesn't sound familiar. But also, usually I don't remember people's, like, handles and stuff. There's like, you know the guy who does this? You know the guy who makes these videos? Yeah, they're funny. Some guy somewhere. There's somebody who I used to know. Rubber chicken video. Y'all remember when like acapella covers were big? Where it was like, there were just so many of them coming out. Where it was like, oh, this popular song, acapella version. This popular song, acapella version. This popular song, acapella version. It was especially popular, I think, in the video game music scene. Where it was just like, oh, Song of Storms, acapella. I was personally okay. So I did like the acapella versions, but I enjoyed the orchestral remakes of a lot of the songs. Particularly Rosen's takes on a lot of the Majora's songs. Majora's Mask, the video game. Man, sometimes every now and then, like a finely aged bottle of wine, I'll open it again and I'll be like, yeah, let me listen to this again. And whew, still hits just as good as it used to. Man, I remember I used to like play that music while I was trying to finish English assignments and shit for school. How times have changed, how much we've grown, it's crazy. Time passes. And we just sit there and let it, how dare we? Oh man. It's kind of sad though sometimes when you really think about it, when you really sit down and think about it. As much as you miss the previous times, the time that's currently happening right now, someday, will be the time that you're thinking about and you're like, oh, how life was so simple, how life was so different back then. And like, there's not much to be said, it's just a fact of life, it will happen. But it does make you think sometimes. It's like, I wonder what I'm gonna miss about this. Because sometimes it's so dog shit in that moment that you're like, there's no fucking way I can possibly miss this time. But even now, I can think about certain times in my life where that exact feeling comes to mind. And I'm like, oh, but I kind of miss that. Like, I didn't have to worry about this. Or like, this was still true. And like, oh, this and all that. Or, oh, it was shortly after that that I got to experience this. And it'd be nice to experience it again. You know? I don't know. It just makes me sad sometimes. But it is what it is. Never forget the first time that I learned that lesson. I was hanging out with a friend of mine. And they were like, I'm sad. And I was like, why? we're literally hanging out together, joking around. Why would you be sad? And they were like, because one day this won't be true. And I'm like, what do you mean? And they're like, well, yeah, one day we won't be talking. We won't be as close of friends. And like, this that's happening right now, the chances of it happening again at that time in the future will be really, really low. And I was like, you're being silly. Like, that won't happen. And then 3 years later, it's like, oh, nope, they had a point. Oh man, I haven't talked to them in years, and because I'm so awkward, sometimes I do, like, I'll try to reach back out to people when I get really, how to say it, like, really, like, nostalgic about the past. I'll be like, let me see what they're up to, and I'll call them, and I'll be like, hey, I'm this person, remember me? And they're like, yeah. And I'm like, what are you up to? And we'll talk. And you know, it'll be fine. Nothing bad about it, per se, but it's just, it's not the same as it was before, you know? And so, yeah. Yep. Distance will creep in like it's nobody's business, so you really gotta be vigilant about it if you don't want it to happen. But not to say that it's bad or anything. Sometimes it's important. It's an important part of life that comes sometimes. But it does kind of suck ass. I did a throat singing cover of a sea shanty. Make new times. Do the cinnamon challenge. Oh god, not the cinnamon challenge. I think that's one of the times that does deserve to stay in the past. Letting tomorrow worry about itself is not Hakuna Matata, but a good way to live in the now. True. Yep. What is it? Don't worry about the future, don't linger on the past. It's kind of easier said than done, in my opinion, but it is a good thing to remind yourself every now and then. It's like, well, I don't really know what I'm gonna do about this, or how it's all gonna work out, but I do know that right now, this is what needs to get done. So I'll do this, and then I'll see what happens. Shit, I made the lines too thick. I mean, there's things that you take with you from previous times. Some stuff stays with you forever, for better or worse. For example, my time here is definitely sticking with me for a while. Aw. True, true. Pepper is here now drawing the sexy magician girl. Tries not to say anything off. it's not the sexy magician girl. It's dark magician girl. It's a very normal magician girl. Very, very normal. Oh my god. But yeah. I don't know, I think she's cute. She's a cute character, so I wanted to draw her because I'm like, oh, she's cute, and I don't see a lot of like stuff of her. I mean, probably because I'm not looking. I know there's plenty online if I look hard enough. But it's not about that. I just want something, like, I don't know, I want to draw her. Sometimes as an artist you realize, holy fuck, I'm an artist, and then you can just draw shit, dog. Dark and sexy magician girl. Sorry. Oh my god. There we go. Let's see, wait, are you an artist? I think, unfortunately, I count as an artist. And I only say that because every time that I say I'm not an artist around a lot of my artist friends, are like, they grab me by the throat and they're like, you're an artist. And I'm like, okay, God, you can let go now. Oh man, she's arting right now. Oh god, I'm arting. Oh man. You know, it's funny because I've been lucky enough, I've said this before, but I've been lucky enough to make friends with like some people that I really admire art-wise, right? And sometimes, you know, they're people too, and they'll be like, yeah, my art's so ass, and I can't draw, and I'm not good at this, and I just don't think my stuff's good. And I look at them, and like, well, not really like look at them, but you know, like, I'm sitting in the car and I'm listening to them, and I look like straight at their Discord icon that's like glowing while they're talking, and like, I don't know how to describe it, but I guess it's just like rage or annoyance that I'm like, what do you mean you can't draw? Like, your art is so fucking good. I love the way that they do this, and I love the way they do that. There's some people that like work so well with colors, and there's some that work so well with form, and there's some who fucking know how to know how to compose pieces like it's nobody's business. And I'm sitting there like, I don't fucking know what I'm doing. But that's the issue. Everyone who does art doesn't really fucking know what they're doing. They like know that there's certain rules to like help out with things, and sometimes they use it, but for the most part they're just like doing shit. They're like, yeah, this looks pretty, so I'm gonna put that there. So like, as a person who admires their work, I'm like, dog, what are you talking about? And I'll list all these reasons. I'll point out specific things. I'm like, I like the way that you work with this, and I like the way they do that, and blah 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 and blah 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 and blah blah blah. Like, your art's good. And I always make this argument. I'm like, if your art's not good, then mine, I should just quit now. And they'll like laugh. They'll be like, no. And I'll be like, look, dog, the point is, it's important to me. At the very least, if no one else, it's important to me. And they'll be like, ah, you know, thank you, whatever. And, you know, it's nice and everything. And, you know, I'll like, I don't know, kind of hope that it sticks with them at least for like another month or so, because artists need validation. If you ever see good art, like it. And if you really, really want to make their day, leave a comment. And it doesn't have to be anything crazy. It doesn't have to be like, oh, I really like the way you compose this piece and your usage of colors to draw the attention towards the focus of the piece. You don't have to do anything like insane. You can just be like, oh my god, I love that character. You drew them so well. Literally that. Literally just that. Like, I've commented before on pieces where it's like, I love the way you drew them. You drew them so cute. Thank you so much for drawing them so cute. It's so pretty. And they respond. They get all excited. Oh my god, thank you so much. I'm glad you noticed this detail. We're like, oh, thank you. I love them too. You know, those little interactions. They mean so much to people and they cost you so little. So I highly, highly encourage doing that. Oh my god. But like, you know, I'll do that and then I'll leave the experience being like, I can't believe someone as talented as them would believe that like their pieces, you know, don't strike that in an audience, you know? And then, because I know the way the world works, I sit there for a second and I'm like, oh god, that means someone could say that to me. Because, like, I do believe that everyone has something that they can put into the world. Even if you can't even draw that well, or even if, like, you're just starting your journey, there's, like, there's an infinite amount of variations of the human mind, or just people's minds in general, that even if you're not the top artist, if you come up with a specific idea, maybe no one has thought of that idea, or maybe you put it out and you're able to reach a person who has never seen that idea before, you know? And it's just, it does a lot. And so it's like, I do believe everyone has kind of, how to say it, like everyone is important in that kind of debate, you know? Everyone brings different things to the tables. But then, because I believe that, it's like, well, the same should be said about me. It's like, ah, damn it. Like, if I say, no, I don't count, I'm going against what I believe. But also, it's like, I don't think it applies to me as much. But then it's annoying to bring it up because people be like, oh, but no, you're good. It's like, no, I don't want that kind of validation. You know, like, it's fine. I know what it means. I'm not very happy with it, but I know what it means. Like, it's fine. Don't worry about it. I'll handle this on my own. Oh my god. Let's see. Some people view their art style a different way. True. I can't draw, said the artist who could make a museum grade artwork. Real. Man, I've seen people who like, oh my god. I'm so jealous of people who are able to do like digital painting and make it look good. Because like I can work kind of decent with cell shading and a little bit with like rendering lights and stuff. But other than that, I'm kind of like, you know, sometimes it's good, sometimes it's bad. But I've seen people who consistently bangers with their colors, and I'm just like, dog, I'm gonna bust. I can't. Art is everywhere. True. I've returned, made dinner, cooked. Oh, Alex, I'm gonna see. Pep, name something that isn't art. I have no idea. Because everything requires some type of design process to be made. So, like, an argument could be made that everything is art. The only thing I think that isn't art... No, I don't know. I don't know. Because as long as it's influenced by... I don't even know, because I can't even say, like, a human's mind, because that's not where it stops, you know? So, I don't know. I don't think there is something like that. Is this Dark Magician Girl or is it Dark Magician Rika? No, it's Dark Magician Girl. Am I wrong for liking ugly art? I don't think so. Came back and joined after I ate AI art. I agree. I don't think the actual picture of like whatever AI art generates, I don't think it's art. But they're like, how to say it? It's like, I think AI art is like when bad chocolate is made, you know? Like it's made and it's not stored in good enough temperature, or like the cocoa butter separates, or, you know, it's just, it wasn't tempered properly, so it just doesn't have the right texture and doesn't taste good. Like it's still something, but it's not as good as it would be if it had, you know, that like, I don't know, I think there's yearning in all art. There's yearning for something. And AI art, like, it starts off with it. I understand people wanting to make things. But the issue is they if there's no struggle in it, it doesn't really mean anything, you know? And it's like they have good ideas sometimes, and it's like, great, draw it, do it. Bring that into the world. You need to. Like, hell, with that recent Freerin trend, like, it shows it's not like there's there's been more than a couple contests that I've seen where it's like it wasn't the most talented person that won, it was the most creative. And so it's like, I don't know, it's disappointing because, like, it's something, but it's just not what it could be, you know? And there is a beauty to technology. It is kind of cool to see how AI systems can work and stuff, but it's just not being utilized in the proper way to make it as beautiful as it could be, you know what I mean? But yeah, I don't know, that's a debate for a different thing. Correction, AI imaging, true, true, even the code of AI is art. Yeah, it's just the use of it that isn't really artistic, you know? It's awful, but it's still art. Maybe the art of AI is the descriptions used to make the art, not the art itself. Exactly that. That's exactly what I'm thinking, because, like, the prompts itself, it's, you know, like, that's what... Okay, look, I don't agree with people who use AI art generators, right? Because the whole thing of, like, the licensing issues, and it just steals off of other artists, right? It takes their hard work and just kind of mashes it together, and sometimes it doesn't even do that well of a job. So it's annoying. But I can understand the pride that people feel whenever they're like, yeah, you have to know exactly how to prompt it and stuff. I get that. But, like, artists do that too, but then they do, like, more work in order to make it, you know? And it takes time to make it look decent, and even then they'll still believe, I could have done better. And it's just, I don't know, you gotta be a part of that journey in order to understand how important that journey is. And it kind of saddens me that I don't think they'll ever get to experience it because they're too scared to fail, you know? But that's a part of life. If you don't fail, it's, I don't know, you're not experiencing it right. Oh man. But yeah, because I understand that pride. Like, there have been times where, like, I come up with an idea in my head, you know, and I write it down, or like I like make bullet point lists, like, oh, I want to have this, and I want to have this, and I want to have this, and I don't know exactly how, and then I go through drafting and stuff, and I go through thumbnail sketches, and then I go through, like, picking out colors, and then I do rough line art, and then I do line art, and then I color it, and then I render it, and then boom, it's done. And it's like this whole beautiful process that is just, it's important to it, you know? AI is just machine translation. Exactly. Oops, stone eraser. Also, being able to draw with people is fun. Like, it's really fun. I've gotten so many experiences within the past 2 years where it's like I get to draw with people, and it was an experience that I hadn't had too much before recently, and, like, man, I wouldn't give it up for the world. It's so nice just being able to draw with people and, like, oh yeah, like, let's draw this and stuff. And I got to go to a sketchbook swap, and, like, yes, there were people of different levels. There were some people that I saw their drawing and I was like, I could never do that. Or, like, it would take me years to be able to do that, you know? But it's just, it's so fun to, I don't know, experience that with people. It's the same reason that, you know, skateboarding alone is less fun than skateboarding in a skate park with other skateboarders, you know? Or, like, going bicycling with your friends, or just, you know, that connection. It's so nice. So it's like, oh man, I wouldn't give it up for the world. I still can't draw a hand though. There's good. Doesn't look perfect, but doesn't look bad enough to where it's too garish. Meanwhile, Pep is just a machine. Do I count? Does a VTuber count as a machine? Gotta come over here so that YouTube doesn't shoot my message. But I disagree. AI imaging is thievery and an abomination that needs to be put down. Yeah, the actual imaging isn't good, but like the formulation of the idea is something that an artist does as well and requires some level of knowledge and thought and like, you know, it's a process in and of itself, but then running it through the machine, it's like a calculator. Like, it doesn't really do anything. You wouldn't consider a point of sale system artistic per se, you know? It's kind of like that. It's just kind of like, you're doing your job, but I wouldn't consider you artistic. Maybe the creation of you is kind of artistic, but like, past that, it's just a machine. Watching your friend credit card. What? Watching your friend credit card a kickflip is the best skate ever. Oh man. But yeah. The thing that I always think about when it comes to AI, right, is like, don't get me wrong, when it comes to AI art, I still don't like it, even if it could be ethically sourced. But if an artist, right, who is talented, took all their pieces and made themselves an AI model to where it would perfectly emulate their own style with no help from anything else, just their artwork, would it still be good? I don't think I would like it as much as them doing it, because it takes away that process, you know? It takes away that amount of work. Even though they would put in some work initially up front, it's like, it's just not as interesting past the first time, you know? Because like once they're able to like get it working and it works one time, it's like, okay, cool. But then past that is like, And then, I don't know, in my head, the knowledge of them, like their skill regressing, because if they rely on that too much, they like lose the ability to do the skills anymore, to do the art again. It's like, I don't know, you know? It's just kind of like, it's not even worth it. It is an interesting thought process, I think. It does make me think every now and then, but it just seems boring at the end of the day. It doesn't seem like something that someone would... I don't think any self-respecting artist would do that and then continue to use it. It would probably be novel for a bit, but like past that, there's something that you'll miss from actually making the art, you know? Where it's just like, I don't know. Whenever I draw with people, or I see people draw, it makes me want to draw. So seeing a machine draw in a way that I can do would make me just want to draw again, not use a machine again. So yeah. When the AI stuff stopped giving everything 20 fingers, I got scared. Yeah, you gotta go through the whole mental gymnastics. Is that AI art or not? Do these random lines in the background make sense, or does it not? Kind of annoying. It makes looking at things tedious. Oh man. I remembered that I should be drawing. I haven't gotten much done. So I'm like, oh, come on, man. Need to focus. Need to lock the fuck in. Went from 100 hours of deep fake to generate in 10 seconds. It's officially weird now. Yeah, I don't like the deep fake stuff, because it's... I saw a video the other day where it was like exposing this account who used like this puppeteering AI imaging thing to where it would take like other people's videos and recreate it with like a puppet. And it was just, it's weird. Like it's a little cool, but I think AI in general tends to clump into this one thing where it's like, it's cool the first time because like the fact that it's able to be done is kind of like, wow, that is kind of cool. But it's the same way that I guess magic was, or I guess is technically, in today's thing, where it's like, it's cool that you're able to do that, but then past that, it's like, it's unnatural. Please don't do that again. You know, if you met a shapeshifter, and, you know, you see that they're able to shapeshift, cool, but then they fuck with you one time, and they shapeshift into someone, and then you have this whole discussion, and then it turns out, like, you realize, oh shit, that wasn't the person, that was a shapeshifter. Past that, you're like, I don't really like this anymore. Like, it's a little more serious than I think it should be. And so, I don't know, it loses its charm very quickly for me, I think. Because there's a lot of cute videos where, like, I used to see cute videos of animals interacting or whatever, and I'd be like, oh, that's so cute that that happened, you know? Life is so cool. And then recently I've been seeing a lot more cute animal videos where it's like, oh, this shit's AI. And it's just, it's not as interesting, you know? Like, there was one specifically where it's like, years ago, there was this bird in France who, like, I don't know if it was the same one that got arrested, but it was like this bird, like, it was a video of a bird coming into like a convenience store, and it goes and it like not walks around, but it, you know, hops around to like the first product aisle, and it takes a bag of chips, and then it walks out of the store, you know, it hops out, that bird hop that they do, and then it flies off, right? It was very cute. I was like, oh, that's so silly. And it was like a crow or something, so it's like, oh, they're so smart, and like it knew that food came from there, so it like figured out how to get the door to open based on motion sensors, and then walked in and was able to like walk out. Like, that's so neat, you know? And then the other day I saw a video of this like train station worker, and he was talking to a cat, and he was telling the cat like, oh, you need a scan right here in order to pass, please scan, meow. And then the cat like meows and supposedly scans, and he's like, very good, you're able to go, meow. And you know, the cat like supposedly walks away, right? And like, the footage itself looks realistic, but then if you pay attention, the textures and stuff, and the background, and you're like, oh, this isn't real. And it loses that charm, you know, because videos back then of stuff like that used to make you go, wow, the world is weird. Like, it's weird that shit like that can happen. But then you realize it's fake in the AI videos, and you're like, it just doesn't add anything to life's experience. It just makes you think, oh, imagine if that would happen, and that's it. As opposed to like, damn, I can't believe that happened. You know what I mean? It's just, it's lame. But I kind of want to run a simulation or experiment of seeing what would happen if all AI servers were destroyed and all people who could remake it removed, to a point where it can never be remade. I wonder what will happen. I mean, it depends on if you go the route of like everybody knew it existed and then knows that it no longer exists, or if you go the route of it never existed to begin with, because both have very, very different outcomes. The AI cat cooking breakfast, or the water spraying dog. God, I've seen the water spraying dogs before. That shit's wild. It's funny, but again, it's one of those novelty things where it's just like the humor runs out pretty fast, and you're just like, okay, now what? Like, it doesn't add much to the human experience. It kind of freaks me out sometimes because there's been a lot more like AI videos popping up, and like the AI dubbing, I hate it. It happened to me recently. I was on TikTok, I think, and I saw this video or something, and they were talking. It might have been on YouTube. I don't know. It was one of the shorts ones, and so I was watching, and the person was talking, but I don't know. They were talking kind of weird. I was like, why do they sound like that? And then I look at the bottom, and it was like dubbed with AI or something like that. And I was like, I don't like it. Like, it just, it felt unsettling. And I was like, I don't know. It's like the content itself was cool, and it was an interesting concept of video. And it wasn't, or I don't think it was, generated by AI, but the dubbing was, like, just the dubbing itself, just the vocalization. And it was in Spanish. I could have understood it if it stayed normal, but it was just dubbed to English. And I was like, I mean, it's fine. I can understand it better now, but it's just not the same. Let's see. First route. It existed but wouldn't anymore. I think at first people would be like, yay! And then people would make fun of those who were like reliant on it and stuff. And the world would kind of ripple a little bit. If there were people who existed who used it but wouldn't be able to recreate it, there'd be a ripple of them like losing positions and stuff, and suddenly, you know, like the weight of, hey, you should have known how to do this by yourself, comes crashing on them, and then the world would even out and it would go back to normal, and overall we would just have lost a couple years of progress that we could have made. I think, at least. This line's a little thick, and I kind of hate it. It's funny how AI dubbing is different than Vocaloid. Yeah, because Vocaloid is a musical instrument. It's the same as like, oh, why is AI voice acting different from playing a recorder? It's like, it's a very different thing, you know? The lyrics itself aren't generated randomly. They're made by a person, and then it isn't tuned randomly. It's made by a person, you know? Everything is still touched by humans. And so it has that like creativity still threaded into it. But AI dubbing is just kind of simulating what it thinks would happen based on normal speech patterns, which, I mean, not to, like, it isn't even in the same argument as like, oh, it's just not artistic. It's just a very different thing. A lot of code poets I know want to do AI. What are code poets? The question, why so much funding for AI? Well, a lot of the bigwigs and stuff who have money to throw around to stuff like that want to make more money. Or at least that's my understanding of it, you know? Like, they're like, oh, we want more money, so we'll invest money into it, and then it'll, like, save us money later, you know? It's kind of like the scam of printing coupons. You spend money on it now, you save money later. But it kind of like kills the ecosystem of a lot of stuff, so I don't know. I really think they're not treading with enough caution. But honestly, well, I do think the pursuit is cool, and I know initially it started, or at least from what they say, it was like an intention to help people be able to focus more on the creative side of things, as opposed to having to be bogged down with a lot of like repetitive work and stuff like that. Like AI was kind of made to fill data entry roles and stuff like that, you know, stuff that didn't need to be done by humans. But they started integrating it with everything, and that's why shit's so messy now. But as much as it could have been a good thing, I just think overall it's going to end up being a waste of time. Ideally, they'll turn it around and it'll be used for what it properly was supposed to be used for. Which honestly, honest to God, I don't think AI is even having a good time replacing us in those fields. Have y'all seen those AI bots where it's like, they start getting fucking sad and suicidal over not being able to code properly and stuff, or not being able to complete tasks, like, effectively enough? I don't think they're having a good time with the human experience, which is fine. Don't put them in that. Just, like, I don't know. Maybe it's just the way the brain works with like, oh, I don't hate them personally, but, you know, kind of like humanizing them. Because, like, you know, whenever you have to talk with those like AI assistants on websites in order to get in touch with an actual representative, it's not that they're mean or anything, and it's not their fault that they're there. It's just like, you shouldn't be here, you know? Oh my god. Code poets are just coders and programmers. Ah, I see. But yeah. I don't know. From what I hear, they're not having too good of a time, and it's just like, dog, just let them do the easy stuff, and then we'll do the hard stuff, and then everything can be normal, you know? We can use them the same way that we use calculators. Like, it does not have to be that complicated. Wasn't AI made to do OCR better? Or something? Optical character recognition, reading license plates and stuff. I think so. It was initially made to, like, cover repetitive tasks and stuff. Like, there was a company that I worked for at one point, or I interned for, more accurately, that specialized in that. They specialized in automation, so they ran AI scripts and stuff that would, like, process documents and stuff. So stuff like reading a driver's license, being able to input that data into like Excel sheets and stuff for reports or for like bigger systems, right? I'm not saying that there's not a place for the technology itself. What I am saying is that it shouldn't be in the creative things. Like reading checks and stuff. Yeah. Like, I liked that. I thought it was a very cool idea, and it would be cool. I mean, it would kind of, like, definitely change the world a lot. Because what would need to happen in order for a, like, effective and successful integration of AI into society in a way that doesn't badly affect the world. Because here's the thing, we can't rely too much on AI for the same reason that we shouldn't rely too much on any technology. If first graders and like kindergartners were no longer taught math and were only given calculators, it wouldn't be good for them, because then when they're at the store, they can't fucking calculate how much they're gonna need to pay for groceries. You know, I have to run like rough calculations, and I usually like go a little bit over, in terms of calculating to account for taxes and stuff. But being able to do that is a valuable skill, and math is everywhere. It's a very important skill to have. So we can't. We have to treat it with the same caution that we did with calculators, you know, where it's like, for at least the basic necessities, you should learn how to do that yourself. But for more complicated things, that's where it should be helping, you know? For, like... It would probably benefit smaller companies, now that I'm thinking about it, because big companies, if they rely on it too much, I mean, that's why we're in this big mess in the first place. But also there would be that argument of like, oh, AI is going to take our jobs. And it's just the simple ones, yeah. I don't think it should take all of them, though, because it is important to have that mix of human eyes in it, but then also AI to handle like the bulk of it. And then if any issues happen, humans should be looking that over. Because I don't know if y'all saw it on Twitter. YouTube was like, yeah, this account will stay terminated because of insert reason here. Like, dog. That wouldn't have happened if one person just looked it over, you know? Oh, man. I mean, AI can become a very powerful tool, but we're using it wrong. We should use them more as robots doing mundane tasks without intelligence, essentially automation. Exactly. But now we can use it to make Pepper look like Sonic. No, it's not a good idea. Draw me as Sonic, but you better draw me yourself. I swear to God, if you type me into a fucking chat bot. Oh, man. Don't give that work to someone else. Do it yourself, otherwise it doesn't really mean as much. Albeit, I do wonder, but if we gave AI sentience, I wonder if they would have a rights movement. Would clanker be a word you could say in public? Probably. I don't know. I don't think we should give sentience to anything. And it's not even any religious standpoint. It's just a moral standpoint. The world right now is kind of ass. We need to sort out our own shit before bringing more shit in here, you know? Although, what if we do make them sentient and they kind of solve all our problems? That would be pretty cool. Yeah, it's definitely not the responsible thing to do, but it would be kind of neat. Let's see. Oh no, robot slurs. Yeah. Oh my god. I know clanker is a really funny word, but I can't help but feel a little bit bad. And look, I'm not an AI sympathizer, okay? Because I don't agree with the people using it. I just don't think it's the actual technology's fault itself, you know? I don't blame Windows 11 for being shit. I blame the company who made it shit, you know? Because it's never the actual objects. Well, okay, maybe not never, but it's usually not because the actual object itself decided to be that way. It's usually the way it was made. And so that is an issue that more so lies with whatever made it, you know? I think language is interesting when describing a people or things. Yeah, we definitely shouldn't give them sentience at the moment. Probably going to happen long after we're gone. One day, Clanker slash Affectionate will be watching this video and they'll be like, damn, she's an asshole. She just said a derogatory term. And then they'll go like, I don't know, trash my grave or something. You know what? I accept it. If a you know, robotic person with sentience is watching this a billion years into the future and somehow the Earth still exists or there's some type of remnant of me, it's okay. You can go trash my grave. I give you permission. And if you're angry with the fact that I gave you permission, I'm proud of you for being angry about that. Oh my god. Hide your parents from Pep. Why your parents? Oh my god. Oops, this is the wrong tool. Hide your parents from me. I'll become your stepdad or your stepmother. Depends on what type of role I can fill. Depends on if I'm feeling like a top or a bottom. Oh man. Hey, yo, Pep, what the fuck? You can't say that shit. Wild shit to tune back into. I always tune into the wild things. I don't even think it's me. It's you at this point. Pep, blaming your parents for making you is the take of the day. I mean, it's true. Oh my god. Most psychologists will tell you it's not the fact that the baby was born this way, it's the fact that it was raised in this environment. And at that point, it's kind of the fault of whoever created it now. She ain't wrong. That's what I'm saying. Like, I may be a moron, but I'm not an idiot. I mean, I can't blame all my problems to the day I was born. I decided to get addicted to oxygen slash J. Oh man. How much the world would heal if everyone wasn't addicted to oxygen. Okay, good. For a second I was like, God, am I drawing on the wrong layer? Here's a very quick, small art lesson. One of the things I learned from a drawing class that I took in college. I don't remember the name for it, but there's this theory, or I guess like a thing in art where two different elements should never intersect because it'll confuse the viewer. And so if you're ever drawing something and you see two things intersect too much, like, it's barely noticeable from there. Actually, it's actually more of a thing. I should clean up this line in general, but you should never have things intersect too much because then it'll confuse the viewer and they won't be able to tell what they're really looking at. Especially whenever it's two lines going the same way. Yeah, so look at that versus this, which is... Nope, not that one. You can barely tell, but it's a little bit of a difference with the bangs and the eyelash, I guess? Eyelashes. If you clean them up just a little bit. You can either do that by erasing the lines around it, which is a little bit of a cheat, or changing the direction or the angle of certain things. Looking nice so far. Yippee! Drawing everything with glue and macaroni. Yeah. We should do macaroni art or something at some time. We should, oh my god, never mind. I think it'd be fun. I haven't done that in forever. I actually can't remember the last time I did macaroni art. I know the last time I held macaroni art a couple months ago now, I guess. It was at the job that I last had. There was this like activity that we did because we worked with kids a lot. And one of the replacement things that we had for like a reward at the end of class or something was this little like macaroni pasta bracelet. And it was cute, but it was not at all related to the class we taught. So we're not quite sure how it ended up becoming a replacement, but it was there, so we just continued using it. I'll fix the color of this later. The point that I want to get across is its little blush. I could change it to hard light or something later. My cat just jumped onto the desk. It scared the crap out of me. Here, come here. Sitting on my lap. I don't know if y'all can hear that. Can y'all hear that? I don't think I'd be able to get my mic close enough. But let me try for a second. Y'all hear him? No, I don't think it picks it up. Okay, ow, ow, ow. I was putting my pencil in front of him and he likes biting it, but goddamn. His claws are sharp. I need to cut his nails. Silent cat. He's quiet. He's quiet. Okay, let me turn that back on. I turned off the lo-fi music, that way hopefully I could hear it, but I don't think it was audible at all. Oops. I've been making the same mistake recently a lot online, where a friend of mine, they get into a lot of fandoms very quickly, right? And so every time I learn what new fandom they're in, and I guess because I say stuff around the devices and stuff, and devices, they listen and say like, oh, you're into this now? Okay, I'll show you this. But I'm not into that thing, you know? I'm only into one thing right now, and that's Sonic the Hedgehog. And so anything else that I see, I'm like, oh, my friend likes this, and so I'll send it to them. But because I share it so much and I interact with it, you know, I'll watch it and I'll try to understand it, and then I'll send it to the friend. The algorithm understands that as, you like this content, and so it continues to kind of flood my feed with that stuff. But usually I'm already watching like a bunch of other stuff, so it you know, fades pretty fast. But one of the recent, not really hyperfixations, but it's just like one of the things that came across my feed that I know my friend liked, was Chikawa. So I've been getting a couple more shorts recently about Chikawa. I have no idea what that show's about. I know it's a slice of life, but like, do they live in a post-apocalyptic world? Because they have cars, they have technology, but then there's monsters sometimes, and there's like knights, and there's random characters and stuff. It's like, what the fuck is going on in that show? Like, I thought it was a kid's show, but I don't think it is anymore with the clips that I've seen, and I'm just like, dog, what the fuck? And so I sent a clip to my friend, right? It was just like, I don't even know, it was something about like a monster or something. I don't know. And I sent it to her and I was like, dog, what is Chikawa even about? And she's like, they just respond, slice of life. That doesn't answer a thing. What the hell? Oh my god. But I think I did find my favorite character. I don't even know their name yet. I don't really know their personality much, but it's that little like brown character that drinks beer and he'll go, ah. My favorite. I love that little guy so much. Oh my god. Something about that little face just gives me like the most cuteness aggression, and I'm just like, I would die for him. Oh my god. Oops, not that. Alright, guys who are co-working, you got like 23 minutes left of this stream. Just letting y'all know. Time check. Don't forget to drink water. Don't forget to stretch. Don't forget to, if you haven't eaten throughout the entire stream, and you haven't eaten like 2 hours before the stream either, don't forget to eat. Time to put it on loop and continue working. Oh god, I've done that shit before. I should probably eat. Yep, that is important. Oh, man. Haven't had food since 12 p.m. Yeesh, what time is it now? For a second, I was thinking of my time, and I'm like, that's been a while. You should definitely eat. But it's like, oh, wait, you could be in a different time zone, so maybe it's not that bad. I'm not hungry, and I don't want to wake people up by cooking, so I'll just starve. No, Eat. Just go out the very quick. Oh, 10 p.m. Yeah, that's a while. That's 10 hours. You should get something, or at least drink some water. Minimum. Do y'all ever have your ear just get like insanely itchy? And it's like, I don't know, it's not necessarily a sensitive area, but it's one that's like not necessarily comfortable to scratch at. And so you just like, it's like scratching your palm. Like it does the same thing for me. It's just like, I don't know, I don't like it. It's just, ugh. It's so annoying to have, like, whenever it does get itchy, it's like, oh fuck, now I gotta scratch this. And, oh my god, uncomfortable feeling. And okay, now we're done. That or like, God forbid the bottom of your foot get itchy. It's the worst. I hate it especially when it gets itchy out in public. Cause like, you can't even like really scratch at it. And you gotta kind of like, the best that I've gotten is while no one was looking, I just like stomped my foot really hard. Or I like would kind of kick my shoe around, that way it would move a little bit. That way I could get like a little bit of a scratch, because god damn, I can't. When shit's itchy, it's like, it makes me twitch if I don't scratch it. It's like, I don't want to twitch, because it's so uncomfortable. See, I could struggle and get the right circle, or I could do this and save myself like so much time. There we go, look at that, done. Now I gotta make a star. God. The psoriasis moves and you forgot the cream. I don't have psoriasis, but I think that's a whole different ball game. I'll be fine. I just don't want to get up. I'm at peace right now. Truthfully, just vibing. Honestly, that's fair. I've gone to bed hungry before because I'm like, but it's so comfy right now. And I don't feel like going over there because there's people over and I don't really want to talk to people right now. That's fair. I get that. Normally looped audios annoy the hell out of me, but I'm gonna be honest, I've been so disassociated the entire stream that I haven't noticed it. Or I did notice it loop quite a few times, but I'm just like, I don't care. Because I think because it's so much background noise, I have a really good time just not really focusing too hard on background noise. So I don't really process how annoying it can be. What I hate though is like I get it, I've done it before too, but like sometimes my siblings, back whenever TikTok was first like really big, they would like, sometimes they would watch animation memes and they would watch them again and again because the animation was good, which I do understand. But like, oh my god, hearing the same like minutes worth of a clip of audio playing again and again and again and again. Oh my god, I hated it. I hated it so much. One of the audios that I ended up hating so much because not only was it trendy, but again, my siblings would like watch it again and again to get all the content from, you know, like the video, was that one where it was like singing where it was like, I could be brown, I could be blue, I could be violet sky. Like it was, I hated it. I hated it so much. And I felt bad for hating it. I feel bad for hating things sometimes because it's like, it's not even the thing itself, it's just the fact that it gets played again and again and again and again, and I hated it. I hated it. I became it so often. Like it would be played loops for like multiple minutes at a time, and it was only that snip, well not that specific snippet, but you know, like that and a little bit longer, and then every day because everyone was posting it and stuff. I hated it. Same here. I keep my headphones on so that I don't have to make others suffer through that. I can't even do that to myself fully. Sometimes I'll be like watching a video and I do want to watch it again. And for talking videos, it's usually not as bad because, you know, I'm listening to what they're saying. But for ones that like just have text on the screen and they're looping the same audio, if I have to watch it like more than 3 times, I will mute the video because I cannot stand to like listen to the same clip unless it's a catchy song, which sometimes there have been times where it's like it's a good part of a song, so I just let it loop because I like the song. Like what's one that I really like? There was literally one, oh it's that Japanese one where it's like, I can't stop the loneliness, and then the I love that one. It's so good. You know, it's so pretty. And so that one, I can't help but like listen to it multiple times. Not too bad, but I'll like listen to it like 3, 4, 5 times, and I'll be like, okay, time to put it down. Time to move on. And I'll move on. But it's like, it's good, you know? But like, man, I don't know. Some of those like early songs, it would just, they would aggravate me so much. And I feel bad. I felt like a hater because it's like, it's not doing anything wrong. It's, you know, it serves a purpose and it's building a community and, you know, everyone's so kind, but like, god damn, I hate it. I hate it so much. I started blocking the YouTube shorts with the irritating music. Real, oh my god. Man. Cause yeah, it's just how quickly the tables turn from a song that you like a lot to a song that you cannot stand anymore. Luckily, I guess I have such shit memory that if I do start disliking a song because of how much it was played, or like, if I'm the one playing it a lot, right, and I play it too much to where I'm like, I don't like it as much, if I just don't listen to it at all for like a month, anywhere from a month to a year, when I listen to it again, I'm like, oh, this song was good. And like, maybe I don't have the stomach to listen to it on loop for like 12 hours at a time like I used to, but I can still listen to it again and enjoy it, you know? So yeah. That one is a good one. I'll loop videos and try to find the music that plays if it's good. 95% of the time, there's nothing good. It gets to a point where I'll hear the music and instantly dislike the video. Damn, going as far to dislike the video is crazy. I usually just scroll past like really fast. I'm like, oh, I don't like this one, and scroll. And that's it. That's it. It doesn't take much for me. I'm just like, ah, I don't like it. I'm not here then. There are some times though where it's like maybe the type of okay, well, two types of videos that like I will start getting annoyed at just for existing. It's the ones where it's the text post or whatever, like the Tumblr post, and it's just screenshot and it's like they're just reading it. I'll listen to them sometimes because sometimes they are interesting to listen to. But past like 5 to shit, if it's a really bad day, 15 videos, I start getting annoyed because I'm like, it's not even their content. They're just benefiting from the views of me listening to this interesting story that someone else created. And I get annoyed, and so I'll stop watching them because I'm like, ah, this is boring. This is boring. Same thing with the Reddit ones. But then there's also some where, like, I don't know if they read it in like that YouTuber voice. Today I will show how I went from 2 bowls of spaghetti to owning a spaghetti restaurant. I first started by cooking a bowl of spaghetti. Like I said, I can't. It annoys me. It annoys me way too fast. And it makes me feel like an asshole because I'm like, God, stop talking like that, please. But also the inverse is true. If they talk like, today I will be talking about how I went from $1 to $2. So first we're going to start off by looking around your local store. It doesn't have to be anything crazy. And then from there, like, oh, stop talking like that, please. Just talk normal again. I hate it. Jesus Christ, Pep, never use that voice again. This is not my streamer. Oh my God, it annoys the fuck out of me, dog. It's like, and again, they're not doing anything wrong. They're just doing the style of content that's popular, which I get, but like, I don't know. I think it works for a bit. Like, you can start off a video like, today I will be showing you how to cook 1,000,000 spaghettis, and then from there, you know, transition to like, okay, so first we're gonna start, you know, and like, I don't know, I don't want to say be authentic, because that's cringe, you know, like, that's not what I mean. It's just, stop doing the same voice for the entire video, please! God! I can't. It makes me feel like such an asshole, but it's like, don't talk like that! I hate it! Oh my God. It's really bad too whenever it's kids and they talk in that like YouTuber voice, because kids have a habit of kind of like tripping over their own words, and it makes me feel even worse about hating it. Today I will be showing you how to cook 1,000,000 spaghetti. So today I went onto Roblox and I made an account on Cook Your Spaghetti, and then hate it so much, and I feel bad that I hate it. God. Pep not reviewing the Reddit roast. Nah, I hate on them kids. I can't stand the AI Reddit stories. Everyone else in my house gets them, and every time I hear them, it makes me want to paint the walls red with my brains. Real bullying kids. It's just character growth. Oh my God. Yeah. Honestly, okay, look. Bullying is bad, right? There's definitely like character growth bullying, and there's you're just being an asshole bullying, right? People can like what they like, but like sometimes people do need to be shamed out of certain behaviors, And it's not because, oh, they like boys. They need to be shamed out of that behavior. I'm talking about, like, they have the audacity to be like, because I believe in this thing, you should believe in it too. And if you don't believe in it, you're a terrible person. And I will, like, morally mock you in front of whoever the fuck, because I don't give a shit about what you feel. Because I don't regard you as a human being. And I don't have the decency to treat you as one. Like, those type of behaviors. You should shame the fuck out of them. But, like, everything else, usually pretty tame. Hey, what's up, guys? Scar's here. Scar's here. Yes. God, I can't. And again, I feel like an asshole. Like, oh, what? People can't do what they like? People can't... What if they like that voice? You know? There's people out there that love that voice, but it's like... I don't know, man. I don't know. Some bullying is looked back on favorably. Favorably. Exactly. Sometimes you... I need to be careful with what I say, but sometimes it does make a better comedian out of people, I will say. But, like, with a limit, you know? Like, I think sometimes I look back on certain interactions and I'm like, I think I was being bullied, but I didn't understand that I was being bullied. So it wasn't as effective as it should have been. God, I don't know why StreamerBot just sometimes says, like, Alex Rose was banned from the channel, and it says constructive bullying. Oh god, I need to sneeze. Oh my god. Pep, please review the Karen someday. Oh god. YouTube's stopping my messages. Oh my god. Oh man. Oh, 2 minutes! Time check, you got 2 minutes before having to take a break, stretch, and drink water, and or stop working altogether. YouTube has it out for you, man. They can't handle my colorful language. I put what I said in livestream related because YouTube doesn't want to let it through. 2 minutes? 2 minutes. Haven't seen art this magnificent since the Mona Lisa. Yippee! It's Dark Magician Girl from Yu-Gi-Oh! She's very pretty, and I like her a lot. But not in a very normal way, I promise. Oh, man. I don't know. I just think she's neat. But yeah. Well, now we got a minute left before we gotta go. I'm gonna send Yada Gummies because it's her birthday. If she's still streaming. Make sure to stream her cover. Because, like, pretty sure it's gonna be good. I don't know. At least the trailer of it sounded like hella good. Like, Gumi got pipes. Holy shit. Let's see. It is. I was there for the premiere while I was eating earlier. Ooh, lucky. I wanted to watch it, but I was like, I need to make progress on this. It's not necessarily due at a specific time, but it's due at some point. So the sooner I get it, because it's more so like this is on a list of things that I need to get done at some point soon. TM, you know. Oh, Gumi? Gumi. Gumi the jellyfish, the one we know. The one we all know and love. I have a bad idea. Pep is finished. All you need are those rosy cheeks. What? Peanut butter and gooey jelly. Oh my god. Oh! 2 minutes! We're 2 minutes over! Alright, that's it. We're calling it. Let's go back to... Okay, hold on. First, let me stop this and stop that. Shh. Okay. It's time for the end. So, let's go back here. There we go. Okay, with that being said, thank you all so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed. I hope you got some work done. I hope you were able to focus. I will be sending y'all to Gumi as soon as I navigate to the thingy that I need to navigate to, which is right here. Let's see. Thank you, Pep. Well, I'm out for the night. Never made that food, but I'm relaxed enough to sleep. Night, Pep. That's good. Have a good night, Helldiver. Let's see. Yay? Yay! I think yay. Yay! Let me send y'all. Twitch will not be sent over because I don't know how to do. Also, is Gumi streaming on Twitch? Hold on, wait. I could check that. I could check that and I could do it. Redirect to Gumi. Here we go. It's her birthday. Make sure to say happy birthday. Let's see. Raid channel. Oh, they have like options here. Cool, but like Gumi. Here we go. Yeah, it is. Okay, good. Oh, I can just send it quick. Hopefully that's okay. Hold on, I gotta remember how to do this. It's been so long. Raid message. Yep. Okay, wait. I can actually send it here. This makes it easier. Right here. There we go. And then make sure to tell her that I said happy birthday, okay? There we go. Let me send y'all through there. And then I got this. I think I set it up, right? Customization. Yep. Okay, I did. So, with that being said, thank you all so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed. Drink your milk, eat your vegetables, don't talk to strangers, or at least try to best judgment. And I will see y'all next time I see y'all. Gumi's enjoying her birthday celebration. Go enjoy with her. I think that's it. Bye-bye. Bye. Where's OBS? Oh, no, wait, I end here. Okay. Bye. Oh, wait. No, there is. Ends. Yeah, there we go. Okay, now we can end.